Man, we don't want to think for show boys, man. You know, we do what we can, man. Stand up dudes, man. Real gentlemen. And we standing on business, though. Welcome to the round table, baby, where the bosses of me. Get a glimpse in the mirror, gotta know you a king. If it's one thing for sure, you a made man now. Gotta wear it like a crown. Do you know what that mean? Wanna join the elite? You better be what you claim in the bid. You better have your facts straight when you speak. No, sometimes you gotta agree to disagree. Nigga might have to speak on it. Got a whole thumbnail with the team on it. You can stay up in the chat or you could cam up. We could put it on the screen if you saying something. They going crazy in the chat, they gon' ban us. Tell them how you really feel, nigga, man up. No judgment and handcuffs. Go ham, throw a tantrum. I be wishing I could stand up. The nigga stand up. One thing for sure. We say what they want and do what they don't. If it's one thing for sure. We say what they want and do what they don't. One thing for sure. We say what they want and do what they don't. If it's one thing for sure. We say what they want and do what they don't. One thing for sure, one thing for sure. What's going on? What's going on, man? We are live. We are live. We are live. Episode 24. One thing for sure. What's up?
And we are back.
Yep,
back up in here, man.
And not only do we got one Diaz, we got two Diaz on the screen. So let's.
I don't even. It hung up on me on the other one.
But can you see us?
They call in.
Can you see us now?
I cannot. It's a black screen, but it's okay.
All right.
Y'all can see me.
Look good.
Yeah, we can see you.
Man, what's going on, good people? How y'all feeling? Thank you, Dia, for tapping in with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely.
How
it's
y'all
hot,
feeling?
Man. It's hot.
Yeah.
Feeling hot.
Hell yeah.
Trying to stay cool. That's why we are a little late. I just hopped out the shower, man. It was way too hot, man.
You know, when you get out the shower and you know, you're a little bigger, you just gotta lay naked, man. The key is
hey,
the key
you ain't lying though.
Right. Look, the key is you ain't supposed to dry off. You're supposed to let yourself naturally dry off. I mean, because if you start drying yourself off in the bathroom or whatever, it's like you're gonna get more hot. So you just gotta let yourself naturally
dry. I do it all the time. I was just telling Michelle, she was laughing. She's like, I ain't never heard of that. I'm like, I just gotta relax for a minute. Let me get out the shower and just relax.
Right. Let me sit here, turn the fan on, AC, and let me just lay here. Then
I can go on my day without sweating too much.
Right, because you know them pores open and you get the sweat and everything. So but yeah, it's hot as hell, man. It's been hot. We got the ACs going and everything. I know that bill gonna be high as hell, but
hey man, you know what? We got the panels on top, right?
Mm-hmm.
And come to find out, the panels that wasn't working, so we had
solar panels.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a bill that's like $4,000.
Damn.
What?
For 1 month?
Now it's accumulated. I think it's like every few months or something like that.
Damn, y'all thought the shit was working and it wasn't. That's scandalous.
Yeah. So now we gotta wait for them to come out and get that fixed and everything, and then the damn AC. We got one unit, so it's like upstairs and downstairs. When it's on downstairs, it don't cool as much upstairs. So when it's on upstairs, it don't cool as much downstairs. So we gotta wait for them to come out too.
Damn. So somebody gonna be hot.
we burning up. Nah, but we bought a what's that? A portable AC unit, like the little 2 feet.
Yeah.
Put the little
that's the ones I got. Yeah.
But that's expensive too, though.
It is. That's why
it was like 3. It was like
no, she's talking about the bill. The bill.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, but I just tell them to cut it on and off. You know what I'm saying? Just
right. Yeah. I got that. That's what I got. I ain't got no. Hey, I just got 2 of those, and I know that bill was gonna be crazy. I want to do the central heating there, but I know that's gonna hit me when I do it. But I know I need it. When it get cold too.
I'm not doing no solar. I already knew better.
Don't do the solar.
No, I will not. And they keep coming to my door asking me to do solar. They keep calling my phone. I'm not doing that. Listen, I'm sticking with what I got. I'm not doing no higher ass bill.
But it's supposed to be better. It's supposed to be.
It's not better. And according to your bill, it ain't no better.
Yeah, because they not working properly. But we'll see what happens when they come out and see what's going on.
Yeah, they be aggressive at the door with the solar, man, or the everything,
Mm-hmm.
They be like, "Where your wife at? Like, why you need to know where my wife at?" They want to talk to y'all both because they know most people gonna be like, "Oh, I got to talk to my spouse," and we gonna, so they want to catch y'all together, like y'all gang
And
and
that's
shit.
exactly what they say all the time. But I got a 2-story house, and listen, I've been having, and we actually got the central air and heating or whatever replaced, and so like, oh no, our AC is fine, and I will not do it.
Usually,
Right.
I know a lot of people that when they got 2-story houses, they have 2 AC units. So for
I have one. I
you
have
have
one.
one. Okay,
Yes.
we have one too, but like I said, it's something going on. So we'll wait to see what happens when they come out.
But aside from that, man, everything good. Y'all been good spirits, everything.
Hell no, nigga.
How
Yeah.
you and your
Spend.
stepson doing? I mean, your your son-in-law. My bad, your son-in-law. Y'all cool?
Hey man,
Hmm.
we met up twice. First time I took him to the movies, and what I'm saying, I had a talk with him and everything, and I let him know I'm not here to to try to scare you or try to be all the big bad dad and all that. I'm not here to do that. I just talk to him regular. I hope he start feeling comfortable and stuff. So yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday, and I dropped him off at the mall yesterday.
Okay, what's up, Kay?
What's up?
What up? What up?
So, you said you dropped him off. Oh, them too?
Yeah.
Can
Okay,
you hear
okay,
me?
okay. Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
You can't see us either?
Nah, I can't see y'all.
That's crazy. I don't know what that
Me?
be. You might have to go use a different. You might have to just copy.
No, it tells you to go to Safari, but like it's not working. I'm
Right, but
telling.
instead of Safari, try Google. Then copy the link and then go to Google
Mm-hmm.
or
Oh no,
Google
I can
Chrome or
see y'all
something.
now. I can see
Okay.
y'all.
Okay, what you
All
do?
right.
What you do?
Well,
What you
I
did?
don't know. I
Oh,
don't know.
okay,
It just started working.
okay, all right. Yeah, I don't know. So a couple people be having problems with that. Yeah, man, but that's cool, man. Y'all, coming to some kind of
It's
you know,
it's still new. It's
right,
still it still bothers me a little bit, but I just come to terms that I gotta trust her. So I gotta trust that the talks that we've been having, everything that I'm teaching her, and continue to teach her that she'll take heed and not ignore all that stuff. So I just gotta
right.
trust her.
That's it, man. And I think the closer, I mean, the more talks and stuff y'all have, she gonna trust you, and she can come to you and know that you're not gonna judge or whatever she need to come to you about. She'll feel comfortable.
Right.
And then shit, I'm gonna keep him close to me, like keep him. I mean, so
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Like I said, I talked to him because we met the parents too, and they
mhm.
seem cool and everything. They pretty much on the same page we are.
So he got both parents,
Yeah,
and okay,
yeah.
that's cool. That's cool. Yeah,
They pretty much on the same page we on, and you know, uh, just like you said, keep him closer. I'm gonna talk to him like I talk to my son.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't gonna be no scary, no intimidation type stuff. Just let him know the real.
right. How you and his dad get along?
He it's crazy because he's more of a talker, and I only met him once.
Mm,
And it was real quick because I came in the house because I'm like, I get up at like 2 in the morning. So I just came in the house. It wasn't no disrespect, but I'm like, all right, I'll see y'all later. I got to go to bed. But him and Michelle, you can tell they'll get along because, Michelle like to talk.
mm,
And he's a talker, but the wife is more like on my side, like a little more reserved or whatever. So,
mm.
that's what I noticed, from that
Cause
little
she
bit of
probably
time.
both of y'all, and the woman gonna be protective over her son.
Right,
You protective
right.
over your daughter, so it's like, hey, not to say
Mm-hmm.
all y'all not, but it's just it's a little different.
Right, right.
So you and her probably size each other up. Like, what you looking at?
Look, when I left, Michelle had told him, she was like, yeah, he ain't, too fond of this. And they was like, we can tell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But, hey, man,
right.
you'll get it together, man. Just little steps, man. Little steps.
Don't do too much. He gonna whoop your ass, man. Don't let her with daddy.
Okay. Okay, man. He watched the podcast because he said, I didn't know you had a podcast. I'm like, yeah. So I ain't doing it.
I'm just playing, big bro. I'm just playing, man. We like to play around on here, man.
Yeah.
We don't want no problems, man.
He
No
do
problem.
music too. I ain't listened to his music yet, but he do music.
Okay. That's dope, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. That's dope, man. Okay. And what about everybody else? How you doing, Kay? You you on mute? We can't hear you.
Yeah, you on me, Kay?
He ain't on mute. I don't know why.
No.
Some of you did. We can't hear you now. We heard you earlier, but Dia, how you doing? How you been out there? It's hot out there. Where you at?
It absolutely is.
You said it
It
is.
absolutely it is. I can't hear. Do not hear you. I'm sitting back with a ponytail.
I'm gonna mute you, Kiana, because your wind blowing. You said what, Dia?
I said I'm slick back with a ponytail because it's too hot to be wearing a weave.
You got the
Can't do it.
phone pointing at the ceiling like when the door fell. That's how I was looking
First
at
of
the
all,
camera.
you gonna stop talking about what you gonna talk about this for 3 fucking years? Come on now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've never seen nothing like that.
Okay,
Nah.
well listen, I always give people the first chances. Hello. But what I'm saying is it's hot as hell out here. And it's not like California, because California be hot, but it don't be fucking humid as hell. And so,
Y'all seen what's going on in Houston over there with the flood?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was flooding or whatever.
Yeah.
That's
oh
crazy.
yeah.
That's crazy. It's hot out here and it could be flooding somewhere else. Like, I mean, I don't know if it's a hurricane or whatever they went through, but it looked bad.
Yes.
It might be
And
fun, but it's still hot weather. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
It's
yeah, because in Jamaica, they had the hurricane out there, and JoJo was out there right now, with her grandmother, and it's like 100 and something degrees, but it was still a hurricane. I think that's just what it is. And so I was checking on them all last week because I was like, dang, my baby ain't even safe. But
Oh, that
yeah,
must be her phone because I'm like, you got an accent, you got a little accent, a little twang going on, but I think it's something going on with your phone where it's kind of coming, the voice is coming a little different. But yeah, man, okay, yeah, everything been cool with me, man. Just shit, man, staying just busy. Summertime is always busy, man. Trying to stay in good spirits. Spend that quality time. What I've been needing, I've been missing that, man. We've been so busy and stuff, so I've been kind of needing that little softness from my wife and everything. And we finally, I think, been able to lock in and have that time and stuff. So I don't know, it kind of put me back in a little better space, But I think
was that something difficult for you guys to do?
I think I didn't know how to ask for it. Like I think I didn't know exactly what I needed. I knew what I needed, but I was so like everything, my emotions was so all over the place.
Yeah.
That I think I kind of was like saying that I wanted, but my approach probably was more so putting it on her as opposed to me just saying, hey, I need you and stuff like this, and also me setting up some stuff. But I think my thing was coming to her. I added a few things like that was wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As opposed to what was really bothering me, which was I just needed that time.
Right.
And I kind of more so came probably with a few things that was bothering me as opposed to what was really bothering me. So it kind of came off like an attack, I think. And
Yeah,
so we
maybe,
had to
maybe because, it's crazy because it's similar over here, because I'm like, without getting into too much detail, I'm going through a lot of stuff, but that's, I wonder if that's like a man thing to where, we don't want to say it directly because I guess we don't want to seem too sensitive or soft or whatever. So we don't want to say it directly. Like, I just want to feel like good energy or whatever.
Right.
So we start picking that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like saying what's wrong and what you doing wrong and all this shit. So
exactly what happened, bro.
and it's not cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not cool. So and then it's like you get into a worse energy because now you're arguing over some shit that you started. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
that's literally word for word, bro. What happened?
Right.
Like, I mean, and I kind of had it because we doing the marriage therapy too. So I kind of had to say, I kind of realized it before though, but then we talked about like, damn, I really didn't know I was doing that. And I mean, and that's kind of what I did. And I should have just kind of isolated what was really wrong. Found out what was wrong with me first before I even presented it to her. Like, and that's the thing. When you don't even know what's going on and then you kind of come and your emotions all over the place. So you got to settle your emotions. Then I can kind of present it to her in a better way to where she ain't accept it. But, we learning, man. We learning, but that's the dope part, man. That's the dope part, the growth.
Yeah, everything we came around. We came around everything because I'm still big on even though I picked at some bullshit, we still came around and got the communication going and everything is cool. So
Right. Yeah, for sure, for sure. What about you, dear? What you doing wrong over there? Because
Not a
what you
darn
did.
thing.
We just admitted our wrongs. Though. I mean, tell us
yeah.
what you did wrong. You know what I mean?
No, I'm saying like I'm so willing to go to counseling or whatever the case may be every time like there's an issue or but whatever the case may be. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. That's why I was like not into y'all because a lot of men are not willing to like go to therapy and or like try to like talk about it in a sense.
hmm
Like I literally have to anytime we have a problem, I gotta be like, okay, now listen and badger it down. But
You know what's crazy? I'm not opposed to going to therapy, but
mhm,
we somebody had suggested us a website called Black Love and Marriage, and we did that. We went on, and it's like pretty much online therapy. They got exercises you can do and shit like that. But
mhm,
since I'm already, and I was always big on communication, I was always willing to talk something out and get to the bottom of something, even though I can be stubborn and it might take days for me to get to it. But I'm
mhm.
still willing to communicate and talk shit out. Everything that they were talking about, like most of the exercises and shit, we were already doing prior to us, being on that. Because I'm like, okay, we should do this, we should try this. So it's either me presenting some or Michelle presenting something, but we were already doing it. So, but now it's like, okay, so if I go to therapy now, it's like, okay, well, what else?
Yeah, but I think that because my husband is not only one a Jamaican, but at the same time he's not a communicator. And
hmm
so anytime you try to talk about something or like okay, so when we did like we went to two therapists before and we went to a man and we went to a woman because he felt like one was being more judgmental than the other. So he was willing to go, but anytime they told him he was wrong, he was like, "We never coming back again." I'm
Yeah,
like, "They just telling you need to communicate better, brother."
yeah.
Right.
But whatever. I
Nah.
just I just got tired of trying to like spending that much money on their like just going to somebody and talking about your issues and talking how to communicate. And it was more for him than it was for me because I could communicate all day. But
hmm
I'm not spending all that money on.
You
Mm-mm.
you know what though? Like I communicate. I like to communicate too, but I kind of found out at times. Sometimes you can think you are doing it right, or you just because you can communicate. Sometimes we don't realize that we kind of maybe not doing it the right way. We maybe
Oh
thinking we're
yeah,
doing it the right way, but we're
yeah.
not doing it the right way. That person needs to receive it. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
um so you got to kind of learn your person and how to talk to them and how to make them feel comfortable and how you present it because I might be thinking
Mhm.
I'm doing it right and logically how you don't understand this or how I'm my hands up, I'm saying it like this, I'm not coming aggressive, but I'm still doing it's something I'm doing wrong, you know what I mean? And
Well, because uh, we men and we see shit different. We might be on, and I mean, I don't want to say this and make it seem like y'all don't think logically, but we're more on a logical spectrum. Like we'll look at what we believe is
my
logical.
therapist told me not to say that no
Yeah,
more.
that's what I'm saying. I didn't. I can see how it can come off though. I can't see, so I will say what we believe is logic. You know what I'm saying? And we lead with that. So, we can like clash at that because we like, how the fuck you don't understand what I'm talking about? Shit like that. So, you know.
Right. What's up, Drayden? I see you in the chat. Yeah, man, but I'm learning it's dope. I think you got to be open though. You got to be open, and it's kind of hard. Like right now, we have a woman. She's a little older woman, and um, so sometimes it'd be like I don't know, cause I think you do have to get both sides. I think it's good to go to a woman and a man. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because sometimes I'll be feeling like man, like you taking her side, like you know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
Or sometimes she'll be like, well. I'm not a man, so I can't speak from a man's point of view, but I can imagine, she tries, but it's just like I kind of want both sides of it. Even not just to agree with me, even to tell me some things that I could do better and
Right.
some tools I can use. So, but she's dope. She she's good. It's just I can't wait till we get both sides of it and stuff like that. But she gives us tools and stuff. But you got to be open, like
You
I
know, you
wonder
got
if they have. I wonder if they have dual therapists. Like the website we were on, it was the husband and wife, and like they were pretty much agreeing on a lot of stuff, but they did have
What site is
disagreements.
that?
It was a page on Facebook.
I
It's
think you
called
sent me
Okay.
some page one what page. I don't know if that was the
yeah,
one.
yeah. It's called Black Love and Marriage, Marriage and Love, something like that. So
Okay.
yeah, and they agreed on a lot of stuff, but they were also talking about their experiences and stuff like that. But I just wonder like if it'll be like a real thing, like when their class, the therapist class, or anything like that within the session. I just
Right.
wonder how that would be.
Mm.
And I wonder if it's a difference because um I think that like depending on the time that you have been married or you've been together with that person, it's
Hmm.
just like it's different to resolve situations. And I think that like when you only been together for maybe like let's say 3 to 5 years, it is different than when you've been together for like 15 to 20, 30 years. Like it's different on how you guys handle you guys' problems. So you just need somebody different in each situation. So
I like
I
to
know
say,
you
man, I
tried, y'all been together for like whew, all y'all life, so I know it's different.
right, but crazy part is we continuing to learn different versions of ourselves, and that's the key. And it's like
Mhm.
when you can continue to fall in love with the person that you growing, the next person is growing to be, and y'all can continue to match each other and continue to stay in love. And
Yes.
like they say, marriages are built, man. Good marriages are built. It don't come like that. And people think that you just gonna get married and it's just gonna be perfect. Nah, you gotta build that. Them old people you see, they built that strong bond and that strong love. And that's why they married that long. You gotta work on the marriage. Marriage is built from the
Yeah,
ground up.
I
But
don't.
yeah, man.
I don't know anything that's like major. The longer you be with somebody, a lot of the arguments be petty shit.
Petty.
And then it's like the major shit. You really don't do that because you can't argue about it because unless it's finances. Finance is one of the major ones, but then you got infidelity, but everything else is just petty shit.
Right. I think a lot of the arguments come from like ego and emotion and the
Hmm.
communication. It's how somebody perceived what you said or how you said something, what you said, or y'all not
Yeah,
communicating about something, or it'd be like communication. It'd be the communicating through conflict. That'd be the hardest thing. It's like, it's what
yeah,
somebody said and how somebody feels. It's your feelings. Your feelings and emotions
yeah.
is the biggest things. And then somebody will take something that you said, and then you could say, like I could say things, and I'll be thinking I'm right, then I say one thing, and then I know it's World War III. And it's like, damn,
Right.
But it be more about that, man. And it's that shit is it's crazy. It's learned, but it's dope, man, to grow. Because I know we finding little ways to grow, better ways to communicate. When I thought I was the best communicator, not the best, but I thought I was pretty good at it, and
Yeah.
come to find out, there's some shit I could learn too. So
Yeah, I guess that's where I'm at right now. I'll be thinking I'll be on my shit, but maybe I can learn some more shit too.
right, right.
What you drinking a Red Bull?
Me, yeah. Brandon brought this Red Bull in here.
Hey man, I had a combination today. It might be a little dangerous, but I had a Red Bull and a Celsius. You ever had the Celsius?
Yeah. Oh, you had both of them?
I had one, and then I
Oh,
had one like
yeah,
a few hours later. But bro, I felt like I was on crack today. I was just
yeah.
moving and shit. I'm on my
Got
break, hopping off the
cocaine.
bus, and I got like energy for like a few hours. But it wasn't no real crash until I got home. And I took my nap or whatever. But I'm like, that's a little dangerous
Nah,
combination right there.
that shit be making it a little jittery sometimes. Like now
Yeah,
I started. When I was younger, I could drink and be cool. Now I'm starting to feel that shit. Like, hold on,
I wasn't jittery, but I felt the energy. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So I wasn't like shaking the shit like that. But
right. All right, man. One of my first topics, man. I just seen this today. They say Nas's album Illmatic voted greatest rap album of all time by Billboard style. Now Billboard they known to throw some some outlandish little things up. And I think they like to get the people talking. But I mean, this is argument. I can't say that's not an argument. I mean, so uh, what you think, man?
so
What y'all think?
so Nas is
And that's his
Pretty
first
much,
album.
yeah. Pretty much my favorite rapper.
Oh,
Nas
I
is
didn't know
pretty.
that. Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I was on Nas heavy for a long time,
Okay.
And when I was able to, I went back and started doing my research and stuff. But Nas, yeah, although that's a great, excellent album, lyrical, production, everything about it is very excellent. But I don't know if I'll say of all time.
Mm.
I don't know if I'll say of all time.
I did not know Nas was your favorite rapper. Let me ask you
Yeah.
this then. What's your favorite Nas album?
Um, I will go. I will go Stillmatic first, and
Mhm.
then Illmatic, and then I will go. I'll probably go. It was written, and then Nas is like, but
Mm.
but no, but then I go. Life is good. Life is good. I was bumping tough too. Life is good is
That was
hard.
one of the recent albums, right?
Yeah, and then you got all the stuff with Hit Boy. So
Right.
I don't know, bro.
You don't
I
like the
don't
I
know.
Am album?
I am is cool. It's cool.
He had a lot. He
It's
was trying to
cool.
go commercial a little bit on that
Yeah,
one.
so and that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not delusional. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, Nas, everything is just every my homeboy checking me. I'm not gonna say everything Nas doing is gold. Like I can say some of his shit was whack. And I'm like, Nas, what are you doing, bro? but
Mm.
but yeah, for the most part, my homeboy just tried to check me. He said, what happened to Bone Thugs? Bone Thugs is my favorite. Bone
Yes.
Thugs is my favorite rap group. But as far as single artists, I'm gonna go with Nas.
Mm. Yeah, my brother was into Bone. I think he had a Bone. He had a name, a nickname, something Bone. Like they call, I forgot what it was, but a lot of niggas was doing that something Bone. Like it's like, all
Yeah.
right, bro.
hmm
But yeah, man. Okay. Yeah, so what would you say to what about you, Dale? What you think? I know you ain't never heard still. I know Illmatic. Dale, you listen to rap, right?
She a little
I
anything.
first of
You
all,
like sugar
shut up
free?
and
She like
try.
sugar free.
Shut. No, you a damn lie.
Who
You a damn lie.
who you like?
I'm like, oh. Like right now or like
I mean,
prior.
yeah, of all time, like what would be
Yeah.
your if you had to listen to one rap album for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Tupac.
Tupac.
Tupac. I love Tupac, but my family like Easy E and all them. So like, but I just I don't gravitate to. I just love music regardless. So I don't have a
So you,
particular album or song or anything like that. But it is what it is.
But hold on, you a cold nigga. You drinking Red Bull and wine?
you can't
You
mix that.
cold. You cold. I don't know, but
That
you
ain't
gonna
cool.
find out. I guess. You gonna find out.
Hey man.
But yeah, back to I remember when I had wrecked my car, I had to get a rental. I got what was this? I think it was a 2000 Malibu, and I had just got the Stillmatic. I was up and down every street, the same song on repeat. You're the man off of
Mm.
Stillmatic.
Yeah, the
That was my
man. Yeah, that whole album
on
was hard. I ain't
repeat,
gonna lie. Yeah,
on repeat.
that whole album was hard. Yeah. Red Chris said Red Bull and wine is insane. I didn't know I couldn't do it, man. I guess I'll figure it out. Yeah, man. I didn't want to drink no hard liquor. I was like giving a little wine, man. But yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I don't know. It's hard to pick a favorite album like of all time. So I don't know what that would be.
Yeah, it's
Um,
just it's weird when they come out with these lists and they say of all time within hip hop. It's I don't know how you can do that.
right. It's hard to do that.
Hmm.
hmm
You can't. You really can't do that. I mean, I probably would go something Tupac too if I was gonna go. I probably would go All Eyes on Me just because it's a
There you go. There you
just
go.
because it's a double
Hmm.
disc and it had a lot of
uh
dope stuff. Even
Hmm.
Machiavelli was shorter, I think Machiavelli was like I don't think he intended it to be as classic as it is. I think he was just doing songs I
Yeah,
think that it came out dope as hell.
I think
Uh,
that's how Pac was anyway. Because when you
Hmm.
hear people how he was in the studio, he just go in there and
right.
rap, and they'll do all the mixing and mastering later. So,
But who was
They
making a
said they had
song?
like thousands of songs they didn't even have. They didn't even release. So
yeah,
that's
I
it.
remember being in 8th grade and this dude walking down the street and he was just what was about the basketball course and he was like, "Hail Mary, come quick, see what do we?" And I'm like, "What is he singing?" I did not know. And then when I heard the song, I think that it was playing on the radio when it first came out,
yeah,
and I'm like, "Damn, who comes up with something like that back then?" You know
yeah.
what I mean? In '96, like doing that, like he was just ahead of his time. I think, you know.
You know,
But
a lot of rappers back then were considered ahead of their times with the content and the subject and stuff that they were, spitting, talking about, and all that. So, and I'm West to the death. Like I listen
right.
to a lot of West Coast music, but now I just happen to fall into one of my favorites.
It's your favorite of all time. It's crazy. I don't know,
I
man.
I say one of my favorites because I'm tough on Cube too.
Right. I
Yeah,
thought
Q.
I would think I don't know. Yeah. You listen to all kind of shit though, but
Yeah.
okay, man. Yeah. So dear, no, you don't like okay. I probably have to go Tupac on that. Hey, I seen this today. Martin talk they talking about producing a prequel to Martin's show called Young Martin. It's about a younger Martin, like I guess when he like I don't know if he'll be a teenager or a young adult, and how he was trying to come up and all that stuff. So he's producing it too. He's behind it, so it's in where he posted on his page. So y'all think that'd be dope? Would y'all
uh,
watch it?
I mean, I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, I'm gonna see what it's about. But
Yeah, true.
I, it's standing up to a bright light, man.
I think you can't really. You have to take that out your brain, or you got to take
I
the Martin
know,
show to
I
give it
know.
a chance. You
But it's
can't put
hard
it.
to do that
Right. I think
Hmm.
you got to kind of look at it as a new show
because
as opposed to
but the thing, it's a new show, but he's already pairing it. You know what I'm saying? Young
Exactly.
yeah,
Martin.
but it ain't gonna be him obviously playing
Right,
himself. So
right.
and can't nobody recreate what Martin did back then because a
Hmm.
lot that was just
Hmm.
special, and that was just a lot of it was just ad libbing and shit like that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't think you could recreate that. So I don't know, man. Hopefully it's dope, man. Because I hate when they try to do something and
Man.
it don't work, bro. Because I
And
know they was talking.
I haven't seen the new Beverly Hills yet, but I heard it was good.
It's better than I
Really?
thought it would be.
Yeah, I
It's
heard it
better
was
than I
good.
thought it would be. It's better.
Is
It's
it
better
on
than I thought.
Netflix?
Yeah, it's on
It's
Netflix.
on Netflix. It's better than
Oh
I
damn!
thought
I
it would
gotta
be.
watch it now.
You didn't know? Y'all ain't. Oh yeah. They've been on
I know,
Netflix.
I
You
knew it was on.
heard.
I just ain't had the time to watch it yet.
It's I say the budget. You could tell they had a little bit of money because I thought it was gonna be kind of low budget. It's better than I thought it'd
Hmm.
be. I don't. I think Beverly Hills Cop 2 was the best. I mean, I
Yeah.
think 2 was the best, and probably then 1. I mean, but and then 3. So people don't like 3. 3 was okay to me, like But this one is cool. It's cool.
I was gonna make a movie night, movie a few days of the movies and have me and the family watch all of them until we get up to the recent one.
I thought about that too, but they ain't. The first one was like what 80 and
Yeah,
84 or some shit
yeah,
like that.
yeah,
Like the kids is they man. When I put on anything in the 80s, they be like, I can't even play the preview. They be like, come on, man, because I didn't had them watch so many classics, man. They we
yeah,
watched Young
yeah.
Guns on the other day, but yeah, oh yeah, Drayden. See, she just said Bel Air started off slow season 1, but I started getting into it. I got to get back into that. I think how they did that was cool because they kind of made it a little dark. Carlton on drugs and shit. I mean, like
They had to change it. Yes,
right.
yes, they had to change it. So that was good. Yeah.
And I think that's kind of how you want to do it. If you want to, it wasn't comedy, it's more so
Hmm.
real life and shit like that. And it's cool. I think the dude that played Will is okay. But Will
Hmm.
was corny back then too, so you can't get somebody that's not corny. Like you
Yeah.
gotta
Yeah,
get somebody that's
yeah,
corny.
yeah. And
Uh,
then with the Coming to America too, I
oh my
think
god.
Oh my
that was
goodness.
they literally took the same script and just like used it for the opposite. And I'm
Yeah,
like, come on, man! Like you could have done it. Like you might as well just left it alone, man. It's too much of a
Exactly.
classic.
yeah, that was terrible. That was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jackson
terrible.
said Doggy Style best album. Kay said his favorite song, Pac song, is "Who Do You Believe In?" Who Do You Believe In is
Yeah.
one of my favorites is Unconditional Love. You know what I mean? Kay said he kept falling asleep on the movie. I guess the Beverly Hills Cop movie. You know. Yeah, but it was all right, man. But
I'm gonna
yeah,
definitely check out the young Martin, to see what he about. Hopefully, it's good.
I just hope they don't yeah, ruin it, man. That'd be terrible because Martin is a classic. What was I gonna say? Oh, anybody that's watching, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to jump on stage with us, man, don't be scared. Jump on. The link is in the chat. Hit the link. Come rock with us. Know what I mean,
Come get this work.
Yeah. G on here holding it down for the women.
Yeah.
I mean, any women watching, y'all can jump on. Don't be scared. You know,
Ow.
but you feel me? Also, oh my bad, I'm moving you. Also seen this black man sues job after being granted an interview after changing his name to a white name.
I like it.
Let me
Hold on, what was the name change?
So
what
yeah,
was
let me
his name?
It was right here. So his name was Dwight Jackson. He changed his name to John Jabrowski. I mean, on his resume. You know what I mean? And he said he alleges that a hotel ignored his job application under his real name, but offered multiple interviews when he applied as John Jabrowski with the same work experience. I would have sued the shit out of them too.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
For real.
Oh my
That
goodness, that is so
I like
fucking
it.
funny.
I like it.
that made me want to just do that, just cause, like, you know what I mean, and just go around suing motherfuckers. Because if you don't think that they do that, like, I mean, you crazy.
Oh my goodness, I have never been turned down for an interview for my name, and they think I'm Mexican every damn time.
Right, because they probably pronouncing it like a different way.
Gay. That's what
Yeah.
my name means. But I mean, I've never gotten refused an interview and or offer because of my name. I just don't understand it.
You know, I just heard a conversation about that, and somebody else was saying that somebody else changed their name. A family member changed their name for that same reason, because she thought she wasn't getting, opportunities because of her name. And that's,
What
it's
was her
kind of
name?
crazy.
Tawanda?
But see, it's like, you think, like, why do some of our parents, be putting these names out there?
Come on, man.
Like, why are we doing that?
Like,
That's all I'm saying.
you can't.
I don't want to say no name to disrespect nobody, but
Hennessy Liqueur Johnson. Because they're, and we gonna show them a car, Alexis, a Mercedes, you know what I mean, and all that. We gonna do all that. But it was a girl, her name was Hennessy. I was somewhere and they called her, and I was like, who named that child Hennessy?
Yeah.
But I'm like, her mama must have been, got it in off the Hennessy.
Drinking Hennessy when she was giving birth, definitely.
But we gotta do better with these names.
Gotta do better, man. So I don't mind my name. At first I was I'm like, damn, Alan, but I'm like, cool. I'm like, shit, I'm cool with that. They usually go off of the last name, because when they hear my last name, they automatically like, so your family from Louisiana, shit like that. So I'm like, okay, cool.
Right. Yeah, man. Some of these names be crazy. Yeah, my name, I hated my name, Antron. I'm like, damn, man. It's Antron? Like, it can't be
that
no more. But
it's ghetto though. Antron does not sound
No,
ghetto.
I just didn't like the name. It just wasn't cool. It's like, you know what I mean? And then I thought I was the only one. There's a few other niggas out here named Antron too.
Yeah.
It's a few of them. I Google them. I'm like, man, it's a gang of Antrons out here. But better that than Antoine. I'm glad I'm not an Antoine. I mean, I'm just glad I'm not an Antoine. Everybody, I have to correct people all the time. Like, it's Antron. I gotta say it manly. Like, it's Antron. Man, I don't want to be no Antoine, man.
So did you have a major part in your in naming your kids, or was it like a collective, just you and your wife?
I probably named all of them. All of them.
That's for dang.
You see the A and B, like all of them are A and B. Like,
that's how we is. That's how we all over here too. Amani, Allen, Aaliyah, AB.
Yeah, I had to keep it going. I think I believe I named all my kids, man. I believe I named all of them, man. I said if we had a girl, Brina, that's on you. Hey, turns out, turns out we did it, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, that's I named all mine, man. Deal, what about you? You named all your kids? What's up, Keisha?
No,
What up, y'all?
at least Josephine was not. Josephine was not named
Josephine.
after me. Josephine was named after her great grandmother. Jamel, I'm not even gonna tell that story because that's so damn embarrassing. But no, I'm gonna tell the story to make people laugh. I was watching Ricky Lake, and it was a guest that
You old
their
as hell if
name.
you was watching Ricky.
I, listen, throw 'em up. Anyway, so it was a guest, and their name was. I thought the name was Jamel. And I was like, oh, that's a cute name. And I was about to have her, whatever. So I was just like, oh, Jamel. And Mahalia was named after.
The gospel singer.
Yeah, but it was somebody's, their grandmother's favorite gospel singer.
Oh, right. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, okay.
But I was
Would
named.
y'all
I was.
hire Lakeysha?
You know damn well they ain't hiring me. Put my application to the back.
You already hired though.
They even used our. That's how bad my name is. They even got it in the damn the trainings that we have at work, saying how my name is being what do they call it? Whatever y'all saying right now, basically.
Discriminated against.
Yeah, being discriminated against because of the type of name that I have. It was used in a scenario in our online training, was it not? It's spelled different, but it's the same pronunciation. Now Lakeysha comes and yeah, they judging. That's messed up. But yeah.
And then your mama put a love on there. Keisha was already.
I can't even use my middle name because it's just as bad.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy. Like my whole name, they screwed me over when they named me. They didn't give no. They didn't care about my future.
Kiana ain't no better.
Key.
Kiana ain't no better.
First of all, Kiana is fired.
Hey, Kiana.
Hey, boo.
Yeah, nah, but yeah, also, and I think they did that before. Remember that black family that was trying to buy a house or whatever, and the people was kept lowballing them until they put white pictures inside the house, and they was getting higher offers. So it's definitely done to us, man. I say to anybody, to any of our people, please know that these kids have to live with this name for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Please.
Like that. Don't have them prejudged before they get, hired or whatever. Because,
I used to hate my name for a long time. I ain't even gonna lie, because it's always, it's ghetto, and it's almost in every song. I mean, now when I hear it, I'll be like, hey, just, if I'm turning up. But outside of that, it's like it's used negatively. Keisha is used in the bad, like she's the bad person in the song, or the thought, whatever. All this, it's like that is not me at all.
I was named after my mom's father, but my father's middle name is my first name, but my father's first name is Elmer. So I'm glad that
You said your father's middle name
is my first name.
Oh, so okay.
I was named after my mom's dad.
Right.
But my father's name, his first name is Elmer. So I'm like, okay.
You could have been an Elmer.
I could have been an Elmer.
Right, Elmer first.
I could have been an Elmer.
Could have been an Elmer. It was crazy.
But salute to the Elmer Burars, because there's still Elmer Burars out there. Salute.
I'd have called you E. What's up, E? Like I ain't calling you Elmer. But you went named your son. We both did. We messed our sons up. Hey. You gave your son an old ass name. I gave my son a name, Antron.
Hey, it's all good. He got my whole name.
Right. Yeah, he got mine too. And they be called. I'll be like, who the hell? I'll be tripping when I be at school calling his name, and I'll be like, who the hell? But I'm used to being the only one. Kiana, who named you?
My mama.
she said it like and did.
Right, and did.
My mama did.
Okay, that's it. I love it, man. I love it. All right,
my
man.
daddy named me.
Your daddy named you?
Mm.
It must have been Lakeysha that he was looking at or something.
Right. That's what my mama name by far nowhere close Victoria.
Yeah, he's like, Keisha was that little thing around the corner. All right, man. I know y'all seen this all day, and we definitely gonna touch on it, man. Did y'all see this today? Michael Ealy. You know, fun fact, I used to live our first apartment in Hollywood. This dude used to live next door to us when he used to, it wasn't like on East Hollywood. It wasn't no nice area either. That's when he was just coming up before the barbershop. Because I remember we used to have to park our cars and it was no parking over there, so we'd be walking. So I would see him all the time. I'm like, oh yeah, that's fine. I think when he had first got in a couple movies, I recognized him, whatever. I said what's up, he was cool, but I think he didn't blew up now and shit. But anyway, yeah, y'all know, did y'all see him hug Megan Good today?
I didn't see it.
Okay, so here, you know, Megan Good is with Jonathan Majors, you know what I mean? So, and this is a funny video. I want to know y'all thoughts on it, and you know,
That's the one that almost went to jail for the white girl fight.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right. Let me play the video for you guys. Oh, come on.
Oh, that's Jonathan Majors right there next to him?
Yeah.
Oh, he's wild.
What's up, baby? How you doing? Good, man. Everything good? How you doing, Mike? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Y'all want to do this? Yeah, real quick. This is fire. Love this. Dion will love this. Absolutely.
You notice Megan tried to grab him. He ain't touching her. So he ain't touching. Let me play it again. Look at Jonathan Majors. Looking at her like, oh.
What's up, baby? How you doing? Good to see you, man. Everything good? How you doing, Mike? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Y'all want to do this? Yeah, real quick. This is fire. Love this. Dion will love this. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, he hot.
He did water bottle on this. I just seen a water bottle on this. So maybe that's why he didn't grab her. Because I'm like, why he didn't grab her and grab
his facial expression was saying it all too.
Definitely. Okay. I'm gonna ask you, Alan. You're the only man on here, man. So, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, because you paused on this. Okay. Somebody come. You know, one of Michelle's old friends come and they hug her, crawl her, pick her up. That means twirl her around a little bit. That means, hey, you know, say, hey, you know, I miss you or whatever. How you gonna feel about that, man?
No, you can't do that, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't care.
But y'all in a public setting, so like, yeah.
I don't care about that.
They was out in the public, like around people and stuff. So it's he had to hold his composure.
Yeah, as far as him being a celebrity and who they actually were, yeah, of course he had to hold his composure. But for me, yeah, you gonna get checked right there. Both of y'all gonna get checked. You even letting them do it.
Y'all ought to push them both down.
But
push them both.
I know they started the video right where they started it, but did he shake his hand?
Right. I'm sure. I think he did.
He didn't even acknowledge Jonathan Majors.
I think he did. I'm hoping that they didn't show us the whole video because that's what I was thinking too. Yeah. I don't think he would just do that though. You know what I mean?
Because if he didn't and he doing all that, bro, like fuck these cameras, man.
But at what point when would he have had time? Because he would have seen Megan Good or whatever her name is first. So we saw the whole video. He didn't.
Yeah, but he know who she with. You know what I'm
saying?
Right,
exactly.
Let me ask y'all a question, ladies. A guy does that. Your husband trip. Are you gonna be upset that he tripped? He kind of tripped on the guy? Not all at once.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it would be understandable, yes. But then I know my intentions. So
are you letting that happen? Are you letting
I was gonna get to that. Yeah, I was gonna get to that question for all of them.
I'm not letting that happen. Okay. No. I mean, because you already know your relationship with people, you know, when you see them. So you already know how it's gonna go. So I already know, we done smashed a few times, so you a little comfortable, so you might get to grabbing. So no, we're gonna just
wait, what? What?
Hold on.
Wait, what? You just threw a whole nother wrench in the deal. Y'all smashed a couple times.
I'm just saying,
that's what that hug felt like, though. That's what that hug felt like.
That was not a friendly hug.
Yeah.
That was a familiar hug.
He did it in front of him, like,
I
nigga, I still got her. Yeah, like, yeah, I can still do all that. Now I'm beating class now. You done messed it up. I'm fucking up the whole party. I'm fucking up the whole party.
Nah, dudes can be disrespectful like that because they have some relations. Like they'll do that in front of the dude. Like, you know, I hope, man. Number one, I don't think that will happen, but I hope it don't. I hope it don't.
Right.
No, I don't. Michelle didn't have relations with nobody anyway, but still, whoever she had friends with back in the day,
It could be a coworker, like, hey.
I just hope it don't happen.
Deal, you letting it happen?
I'm not opposed to hugs. I'm not opposed to hugs. Like, you know what?
I like living too much. Hell no.
Yeah.
You're not opposed. Oh, so regular hugs is cool.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to that. How you doing?
So,
long time
what about what? Let me ask. What about if it's a, a two-hand hug? Like, do it got to be a certain kind of hug?
2 seconds.
So, like this.
2 seconds. No. She ain't grabbing no nigga around the neck. She ain't grabbing nobody around the neck. You better not grab that nigga around the neck.
So he can't grab her waist and she grab. No, so it gotta be. No. So it's to the side, like.
He can come in, 2 seconds, and she can be like, how you doing?
Wait, hold on. What you mean he can come in?
It's like this. One on top, one on the bottom. That's the hug you give it.
Oh, okay.
That's a respect.
It's Mississippi seconds, huh?
Yeah.
So what if he slide his hand? What if his hand accidentally slide?
Okay. He always being extra. He's always slide.
You touch a little ass on accident. Yeah, I mean. You gonna slap his head, or it's still cool. Kay said I'm turning over tables. What's up, Jordan? I see you in the chat. Okay, Keisha, you let it happen because you always have a wild take. So
I do not. If I was married or in a relationship, I mean, but my question is, how do you really prevent it?
See?
No,
back up.
Right. Because if you're going in for the hug, like, hey, and they just pick you up, it's unexpected. So how do you really prevent that from happening? Like, real talk.
You grab him and push him down, push him away from you.
Body weight, like, nah, just now we ain't doing that.
I'm gonna pull down, like I'm gonna fall down. I'm gonna fall back, like.
Yeah, slide down like a snake. Like, let me go, nigga.
Like, I mean, before they pick you up.
Right. But if you don't know, like, I don't know.
You can
feel
it.
Way, if a female came to hug us and she hugged us a certain way, the same way y'all would want us to react. Yeah. However, y'all got to get out of that situation, and how y'all would want us to get out of a situation. It'd be the same way.
But see, the thing with Megan, she was showing the same excited energy that he was showing, so that's why he felt like he could do that.
He was like, hey. I mean, but me, I wouldn't think it was appropriate. Honestly, that's my response. But I was just saying, like, how do you prevent it? Because you might be in a brace and they just, oh shoot, you getting lifted in the air or something,
Mm-hmm. But at least
I know it sounds crazy.
That sounds crazy.
That
sounds crazy. That sounds crazy.
Whatever. I'm just saying. Do you get my point though? Like if you
nobody.
And then y'all laughing about it. It ain't that funny.
That's a challenge, man. That's a challenge. Like if you together with your mate and the dude come up and just pick you up, that's an automatic challenge.
No, it's not just picking you up. That's what I'm saying. Like you're like, hey, you hug and they, hold on. You might say something like, hey, what you. But I'm saying it would be unexpected. It's not like something that's planned or nothing.
Show you in a circle, hell no.
But as a man, shouldn't you read the room anyway and not do that?
But exactly that's what I'm saying. So he's coming up and he's seeing, so he's looking at you, sizing you up already. So if he feel that he can do that, he's looking at you like you chump.
So who's looking at who like they chump? The girl or the guy?
The other guy is looking at.
Oh.
So as a woman,
but it's not appropriate. I don't think it's appropriate. Like I wouldn't allow it. I wouldn't want my dude to do it.
So as a woman, do you correct him publicly, or do you say something? Do you address it then and there, or do you leave it alone?
Because like if you're picking me, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like what are you doing? Put me down
about it.
Yeah, that's what I say. I'll be like, what are you doing? Put me down.
That wasn't cool.
Okay.
Like, why would you do that?
Not
Yeah.
in public, but privately, absolutely.
Nah, you gotta
I would probably say, what are you doing right
you gotta do it
then?
right there. Yeah.
You know, again.
Oh, I'm not going to even acknowledge it right then because I ain't trying to embarrass myself. But at the same time, like, yeah, when we
I
get
think
into
it's about how you would do it. If you picking me up, like, what are you doing? Put me down. You know, you can do it, you know, in a little screechy voice or whatever. You ain't got to be all like aggressive, you know,
Those are
and then
two
later.
arguments. I think though, if you do address it, then because a lot of times us men, we don't want to have to. We want our woman to respond how you know, if you handle it, cool. You know, you did your thing. Now, unless he doesn't respect how you handle it, then I can come in. But a lot of times we want y'all to just speak up for yourselves and handle it. You know what I mean? So, you know, if you got it, then that prevents me from saying something. But if you didn't say nothing and we just going on about our day, it's like, man, I'm gonna feel like, okay,
Right.
I don't
You
know if he
liked
was
it, you
what he
were
was
fine
doing.
with
If
it.
this was a
Yeah.
swing measuring contest or what he was trying to say. You know what I mean? So now I got to address
He
him
said
as
a
a man.
swing measuring.
So now it's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to say something. But if you handled it, because you can just be like, hey, you know, do it real modestly, you know what I mean, and just get up out of there. Because if not, you might have to make me react because the disrespect was on camera. You know what I mean? So I gotta respond on camera. You know what I mean? So, you know, but because you don't want no girl jumping and running and jumping in our arms like, hey, just jump up there and
that bitch
now
gonna fall right down
I
to the
got her by
ground.
the ass on accident because I didn't
I
want her
don't
to
I don't
fall.
I don't want
On
to drop her.
accident.
I don't want to drop her. So,
I didn't want her to fall. And
it's
now
for her
she's jumping
safety.
up. She's jumping up and we like this.
Both
You
y'all
know?
dying that night.
Hey, I'm just saying. Now,
Okay.
I'm going to tell her in private, like Dia said, hey, you can't be doing all that.
I'm gonna need you to handle it like I said right there. Like, what you doing?
Wait a minute. I'm saying, like, saying in front
Now
of
she want to
everybody.
correct.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, no, don't go off in front of everybody and embarrass.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
why I
I'm
said
not
I'll be
saying
like,
go
hey,
say
what you
nothing.
doing? Like, put me down. Like, what are you doing? You know, like,
Yeah,
not get
like
all
crazy.
aggressive.
you fucking like we had some type of event and you talking about what the fuck you doing?
Yeah,
Making
no.
embarrassment. We just had that conversation like on the other side. That's what I'm saying. Like, not come on now.
So I could wait outside for him.
You go no. Wait,
Because I'm
wait on
definitely,
the side.
we
No,
ain't going
wait on the
home.
side. Listen, I ain't even worried about what you said because Brittany will never let no nigga pick her up, so I'm good to go. So I know you ain't got no problem. Go on ahead.
Who will? You said like somebody on here would.
Huh? Is she trying to say me?
Look,
don't try to start it.
Ain't nobody said
Shots
you, Keisha,
fired, huh? Okay.
Keisha feeling good. It's them Lakeishas.
No.
Nah, but that was out of pocket, man. I don't know. I think I'm sure conversations was had after that, probably between both of them.
He looked hot.
Right, he looked hot.
Yeah, it was in his
He
face.
didn't want to take that picture or nothing. I mean, I'd be hot too, but okay, man. Let's move it along, man. Your boy Dwayne Wade out here. You know, he said he creating a nail line.
Oh my god.
You know what y'all think about it, ladies? Y'all buying a nail line?
Absolutely not.
Hell no.
Next.
Why not?
Right.
Why would I?
What if what if he got some dope products?
Yep. No.
What, some different polish?
So let me ask y'all a question. If you got, because you know now this is becoming a fashion statement amongst the younger people, hip hop rappers. Drake even doing it now. You know, people love Drake and stuff like that.
Come on.
Nobody does.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, some of the kids, you know what I mean, the youth, they like in Playboy Cardi's, all these rappers and stuff that's doing this. If your son came and he wanted to kind of experiment and express himself with, you know, the painting of his nails and all that, would you guys be against it or would you just let him express himself?
I'll be against
Let him express himself, but at the same time, it ain't gonna be. I don't know. You can't. Like these kids nowadays, you cannot tell them what not to do. Like even one of the IT techs in the company, when he came to train me, he had nail polish on, but he's married to a whole woman. I was just like, oh, she let you do that.
Sometimes, yeah.
Some of these dudes are not straight. They be bisexual and having a woman for cover up.
And when he was like, yeah, you know, my wife, She always saying this, and I'm looking at his nails like them is purple glitter. Like, but listen,
Nah.
I don't judge shit. Go
I
on
don't judge
ahead.
either, but it's
To
So
not.
each his own, but no, I wouldn't want my son to do that. So I,
yeah,
She probably
you
painted it
can get your
full.
nails buff. I done took him to the nail shop, get your feet done, but buff and stuff like that, but not no color polish, No.
I mean, what if he going himself though? You don't.
What?
That's what I'm
nah,
What if
take
saying.
it
he's
off.
going himself? Like, just
Take it
want to
off.
do that
Going where
himself?
himself to the nail shop?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go to the nail shop. It's encouraged, but not get no color polish.
If you're talking about taking care of your nails, okay, taking care of them and
Yeah,
shit like
yeah,
that.
just
But
regular maintenance is cool,
yeah,
but not
but
no
as far
color.
as color polish, no, not with Dwayne Wade. If
Yeah,
he's creating the nail care line, okay, get your money, bro. Like he can get
right.
your money because that's to me that's a big business. But he actually wears nails. He actually colored his nails.
Right.
Yeah,
So
he had
that's
colored nails on.
yeah. So that's the only issue I have. But like I have these conversations with my son too, and I told him like I stopped wearing earrings because it just looked weird. One day we came home from a night out, me and my wife, and she in the mirror, and I'm in the mirror doing the same shit, taking my earrings off. I'm like, what the fuck? Like so, I just stopped wearing earrings from that day. I ain't worn them since.
Mm.
It just looked weird.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. We don't know the way this world going, man. These kids are into a lot of different things, and it's like they might get to a certain age where you can't stop it. You know what I mean? So we gotta
Yeah,
kind of have an open mind to where it's like, all right, do
Yeah,
what
I
I
you
mean,
do.
I
do.
think having conversations with our kids just to see where their mind is with certain stuff, just bring up random topics and just see what their response is, what you know about this, and just see what they know, and you be surprised what they know, and then you just
Hmm.
enlighten them and have conversations with them from there to kind of stray them in a direction you think is best for them, or just navigate them based on with the pros and cons and the peer pressure and all that type of stuff to try to keep them on the right track, so
Mhm.
that they not blind or hit left field when something occur. They already like, well, my mom or dad talked to me about this, so I'm not stuck in a situation and don't know what to do. Like that's something that I wish I had grown up. So I try to do that to my kids. Like talk to them about all kind of stuff. So you got firsthand experience from me, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. Because I love you and care instead of going to Google and your friends and other people that just gonna tell you not necessarily all bad stuff, but just their own opinion, which is not
Did you
always
make
in the
this for
best
me, Kim?
interest for
Oh,
you.
sorry. You made this for me. My equipment is sitting on my other table you gave me. I still use all my stuff. It's my fault,
Good.
Keisha.
I do understand that kids. I'm gonna ignore that, but I do understand that my kids
What?
know a lot. They know a lot, and because
Hmm.
I listen too much. Like I be hearing shit that they be saying. I'm
Hmm.
like, okay, but I just take a mental note, and then we'll have a conversation later on. But
Right.
and also I understand that at a certain point in their life, I can't control them.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
whatever I say, whatever I teach, I just hope and pray that they stick with certain morals and standards that I put out. But if they don't,
Hmm.
they grown.
Well, once
That's
they're
like
wrong.
the video we seen. I know y'all seen a little viral Hawk 2 girl or whatever like that.
Yeah,
Um, and one of the guys was talking, and one of the fathers was like, "If that was my daughter,
yeah, I
I'll
seen
be
that.
supporting and making shirts and stuff like that. We gonna make money off of it. I don't have a problem with it.
He
You know what I
bullshit.
mean?" Yeah, I mean it's easy to say that when that ain't really your child or
Yeah,
whatever
of
like that.
course.
But she is getting booking. She got $30,000 booking off of just that. I mean,
For
which is
what though? This is why I don't like the internet, man. Like
right
what?
because
Hmm.
they'll make anybody famous, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh boy, he was like, we ain't seen no videos and no action. We don't even know, what I mean, we don't even know if she, you know what I mean, but yeah, they make anybody famous. But he was just saying that he wouldn't unless it led to some porn or something that he wouldn't support it, but he would do that. I'm like, man, that's crazy. But I think a lot of people make comments when they're not in situations or it's not their child. It's
Mhm.
easy to kind of
Hmm.
say what you would do or what you wouldn't do. But if that's your daughter, bro, your love is gonna be different. You know what I mean?
Or he just trying to get the content out there and just say some wild shit.
But do you think something is wrong? Okay, so because we do have kids, we got daughters, nieces, and stuff like that. If you saw one of your family members on there would you have an issue with them? Because it's like you don't want. I be imagining being their parents, like their parents seeing your daughter on the internet expressing something sexually like that, of how she do something like that. Like, what do you tell your child? I mean, like, and especially if they grown. At that point, they grown. You know what I mean? They probably drinking, having fun. They on camera. They ain't understanding this gonna live forever on camera. What do you say? Are you embarrassed? Do you understand that? Oh, that's just them having fun. Like, how do you look at that?
Ladies.
I don't know.
Y'all got
That's
daughters, both of y'all.
yeah, that's a little difficult because I mean, it's like, you know, as a parent, you know your kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know if you have that slutty kid who's out there just Hawk Tuahin everybody, right? And then you know you have one who's just doing it just for fun and just playing around. So I think it just depends on the kid and the person. You know when your daughter's a hoe. Come on now.
So if you know your daughter, are you like, oh yeah, that's that's something she would say, or that's something she would say.
I think if I knew she was out there just, you know, all out
Hawk
there,
Tuahin.
I would have a real issue with it.
I mean, it's a lot of people out there Hawk Tuahin.
I think everybody on here done Hawk Tuahin a few times.
Not everybody. Speak for y'all.
Y'all got something y'all want to say?
Squares on down. No squares on. Maybe y'all squares
okay,
down
so
there.
We've been in those Hawk Tuahin situations before. How about that?
Okay.
Better. So I mean, you know, I don't know. I mean, it's the internet and it's a joke. It lives forever. Yes, it does. But then it could be worse. She could be out there on video actually doing it.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. What about you, Keisha?
True. I agree with her. It depends on the situation, but you know, like you won't really know if it is your own child until you actually in that situation how you would feel. But you know, like she said, the internet is for entertainment. You know, at the end of the day, but you know, everybody take it so literal. But yeah, the viral moment for the moment.
You gotta mute.
You gotta take that literal, right?
You got
a little feedback, Dia, or so. Oh, you put your headphones on? Yeah, them headphones trash, Dia.
Mute her real quick.
That's definitely her.
Yeah, but I was. It's still representation of yourself, regardless of, you know, you representing your family and stuff like that. You have to be aware that what you do is gonna live forever. Now in these days, if you're gonna be out there getting interviewed on the internet, whatever you say is gonna live, and all this shit is living. So you can track back years to see people saying some wild shit. So I would just tell her that. It's the same thing as, you know, we're talking about the names and stuff. Like whatever you say on this internet can come up in an interview or, you know, job shit like that. So you gotta be careful.
You gotta be careful. Yeah.
Drayden said, "That's my baby, and I'm gonna stick beside her."
What?
Hey, you gotta stick beside your kids, man. Cause some of y'all mamas was all right. Next. Did you want to speak on that?
Freak Nick, huh?
Hey. That was just one time in 1997. She's not even about to talk about
trying to be there with the beat. She trying to relive it.
Man.
She said, I'm
you
relaxing.
Want to speak on that or no? Can you hear us, dear? No? Okay.
She hears.
She said no.
Okay. All right. We can move it along, man. A dad met his son for the first time after being released from prison. My bad. I turned my camera off. Let me show you guys.
Glad to see you, man.
What's up, boy?
What you do? Take a class?
So is you surprised? Kinda. You ain't no kind of surprise. Was it worth the wait? Yeah, it's alright. Love you.
I didn't think you said it was gonna come this soon.
Did you even suspect it, Gregory?
Did you suspect it? You Granny? What you saying?
Did you even suspect it?
Not really.
Yeah.
I thought that was his daughter until he started talking and turned around. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Drayden said his hands was way too low. Kay said, "Whoa."
How much time
raise
did
your
the
hand,
daddy do?
So what do y'all think? What are y'all thoughts? I wonder, did he know already? I'm sure, like, he saw his son.
He did.
Right. I'm sure it was other pictures and stuff like that. Because he didn't. I thought he was surprised at first, but maybe he already kind of knew. It seemed like he put on a lot that day, though. Like, I don't know, unless that's just his regular self. But do you think, Alan? We the man. Do you think if you came home like that, God forbid anything happened, and we had to sit down and came home, would your reaction be similar?
Shout out to them, man. I know he happy to be out of jail.
That's
ain't what I asked you.
He like, he put his hand down for a minute. Right. That told it all.
You know what?
I'm sure.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sure. All this would have been communicated while we, locked down and shit. So that's tough. I don't know.
Drayden said, "Answer the question, that be."
That's tough because I'm to be honest with you, man. As a man, like raising a son and just being real, no disrespect to nobody. That's probably one of our fears. One of our major fears is that our son transitioned to that lifestyle. Now we're not going to disown nobody or anything like that, but that's still a fear. So seeing that, yeah, that'll be a tough thing to deal with. That will be a tough thing to deal with.
Ladies, is that one of y'all fears?
It is. I don't think it matters that it's, mom or dad. I think it's a fear of parents, period, because you don't want that for your kids. And it's like, well, I'm accepting of everybody else and their circumstances. I don't know if I could accept it, not necessarily accept it, but I don't know how I would feel and how I could deal with it if it was my son or my daughter.
Yeah, that's true.
I was just about to ask that. What if it was on the other hand with your daughter?
Either way,
are we looking at it the same? Yeah. It's the same. We view it the same.
Yeah.
I mean, we're today's society. We're all big on inclusion and this and that and this and that, but we're good with it until it hits home.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a weird, like, a little touchy thing with that, because it's like, I think we're very expressive as parents on how we feel. We opinionated and we put our opinions out there, not knowing how our kids are, what's really going in their brain. So I think that's why sometimes they're afraid, because they see us openly say how we will feel and how that's our fear and stuff like that. So you don't never know who you got in the background. Like, ooh, like, I mean, scared to like, you know what I mean? So it's kind of it's kind of crazy with that. But
I've had conversations with my kids about that just to see where their mind is too, because it's out there in the schools too. Like, they have friends that's like that, and so you gotta have those conversations. Like I said before, just and you'd be surprised what comes out when you ask about certain stuff, you know what I'm saying, just out of curiosity or anything, you know what I'm saying? So
same here. I had the conversations as well, but you just still have to understand at some point, if it happens, what can you do?
Right. That's all you do is pray for the best.
I'm not going to disown my child.
Nope.
I'm not going to stop
absolutely not.
That's what I want us to like let everybody. Yeah,
that's of course. That's never going to change.
But then it's not right at the same time. Yeah. And I think too, for us, it has to deal with our expectations and our hopes. Like every parent wants to be a grandparent someday, right? Yeah. And so while it's possible to adopt and surrogacy and this and that and that and this, when you're thinking about being a grandparent, you're thinking of the whole natural process and the natural way. You don't really, even consider those other factors on, how you could still become a grandmother. So I think, just probably out of being selfish, because now it's like, okay, now my hopes and dreams are gone.
Yeah.
So I think that is a part of, where it comes from too.
But, also, a lot families nowadays, or I'll just say for some people I know, we don't even include spirituality or no type of religion or any like morals and stuff like that to either back our arguments. So we just basing it off of worldly views. So when we have a little help with the spiritual and the religion, maybe it can help.
Yeah, that's true because I utilize that as well. And I think a lot of people are more accepting with the daughters of it because it's like, oh, they don't have to worry about pregnancy and stuff in that aspect. And then, with the boys, when they finally do, show that they interested in girls, y'all, cheer them on. And I think, the more the merrier. That's why they have that mentality of, have a lot of girls and stuff in that aspect, like versus because it's like, I'd rather use that.
Wait.
I'd rather use that than
the more the merrier.
Because I think a lot of men cheer their sons on once they,
That's not true. Some men do.
I think to a degree because it confirms that they're not going down that route. And it's like, man, I'm so excited, so, you see it on TVs, movies all the time. And, they have a talk, they go get the things for them, prepared. And, you cheer them on. So now it's like, you kind of praising them for, doing that. And then, that's why they encourage, and that's why they have multiple. And sometimes instead of, some men, not all, don't have that conversation, like, with the men, their sons, about, not sleeping around, and your body is a temple as well, like how we do with our daughters, because they just happy that they're not going down that route of that. So they don't care. It's like, I'm just glad you're not, turned out like I, was hoping that you didn't turn out, so you kind of praise that. And then that's why it's kind of hard for them to understand being with one person and stuff like that. That's a whole nother conversation though, but yeah, I can go on, but yeah.
I think our generation of parents like or like say from 80s on up, I think it's a little different with us because a lot of us wasn't raised in 2-parent households. So I think me as a father, I'm a little different than with the way I grew up. Like I don't. Of course, I want them to be with a woman and stuff like that, but I don't like just push off. Oh, you need to have multiple. And we grew up under that, hoes and bitches and hoes and and money over.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying you're pushing it off on them. I'm saying once you see that they become active in that, sexually active or whatever.
I see what you're saying. It's a little.
You kind of like cheer them on and praise them, and and then it's just like you kind of glow, put them on a pedestal for doing that because that's what you wanted versus the other route. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of like, oh, he likes that. Yeah. Us, we like, no, baby girl. You know what I mean? So it's a big difference.
I always go back to this argument. Like, when I was younger, going around family members, they'll always say, you got a girlfriend yet? And, that's like the uncles, the aunties, the cousins, they'll be saying stuff like that. You got a girlfriend yet? How many girlfriends you got? So it's embedded, in our mental from a young age.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
But that's why I say I feel like, it's still going to. I can't even say it. No, I mean, it depends on the person, though, the man or the how they was. Not even who they are now. Like I would not even do my, you know what I mean. But then I do mess with myself. It's like
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like it can be looked at as a joke, but we don't know how the kids or how that seed is being planted into their head. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I definitely don't do my nieces or anything like that. So I
how many boyfriends you got?
Right.
None. Right. That's my point.
Okay. Moving along. Let me try to move this up since we're here. So I seen this video, man. A family finds out they were given the wrong child at birth. Let me play this video to put it in the context, and I want to know what would you guys do. So it's a little bit more context to the story.
So did you hear about the husband who served his wife divorce papers because he had a blood test done on his 5-year-old daughter? Come to find out the daughter wasn't his. He's upset. He serves her papers. So the mother, who also is complex about this whole situation because she knows that baby is his. She knows there's a problem. So she goes and get a DNA test. Lord and behold, she's not the mother. So now this boils down to what happened in the hospital. What happened in the hospital? The baby was switched. Now, we don't know if it was done intentionally or if it was done by mistake. But this is 5 years. So now the husband and wife have to go through court. They have to, and unfortunately, they find their child. The baby was in foster care. So they have gone 5 years without their child and find out that their child was in foster care. And now you got to also remember, now you got a whole year old, you have a 5-year-old that you've been raising. So now that child needs to be placed with their parents. The whole ordeal is, I can't imagine it. I cannot imagine it. You guys have got, these hospitals have got to take accountability. You have got to be better. Hey, mothers, take a little fingernail polish and mark your baby's toe whenever they leave that room.
Okay, so yeah, that happened. 5 years without your child, like, you know, without your biological child, but you are raising this other child, which feels like yours. You know, raised it, nurtured it. What are you doing in that situation? I mean, when you do find your other child, are you putting that other child in the system, or are you keeping both kids, or
both kids?
Right. Yeah.
Definitely. That's so messed up.
That's crazy, man. Like,
I would be hurt. All right. Paternal. That would be hurt. Like, cause she basically, the mom did it because she know, like, she ain't in with nobody else. That's what, like, this is impossible. So she did the test, you know, prove herself that, you know, like, ain't shit. But yeah, that's messed up. I would be hurt. Like, you know, you miss 5 years of your own child's life and they're in the system. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's messed up.
And then
other than that,
sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
And then just thinking about everything that baby had to endure while in the system, you know, that you know, that has to be weighing heavy on the parents too. Like, damn, like, you know, my baby went through whatever, and I don't know. Ooh, that's
it's out of your control. Yeah.
Yeah, that's ugly.
I just don't see how it happens. Like, other than purposely done, because I've heard stories of that too. Like the nurses taking the baby or switching the baby, but like, you can't be like, you've seen or heard stories of babies dying at birth because of the carelessness of the nurses, dropping the baby, pulling the baby's head too much, or shit, you know, shit like that. It's just like, come on, y'all got to do way better. Y'all get paid a lot, and you can't just be rushing shit.
Yeah.
Get it together.
I wonder, how did the other baby end up in foster care? Like, where was the other parent at? Did they not, like, you know what I mean? Was they not thinking, where is my baby, or did they already go through it, or they don't realize that wasn't their child? So
right, that's the same question. They realized it wasn't theirs, or they was, you know, just unfit parents.
I wonder. So, are you telling both? Are you telling the story? Or are you being honest with the kids and letting them know what happened?
I think you have to be.
Right, because they're gonna like, how we the same age?
I mean, not right now.
The same day.
When they get older.
Eventually, yes.
So what's the age for that?
It's when they're mentally ready. There is no age.
When they're old enough to understand, yes. Because it was out of your hands. It's out of your hands. There's nothing that you could have done wrong.
Some people kind of wait a little later. Like, it's like, I'm like, what's the proper? You know what I mean? When would you want to be told if you was a child?
When I think that you're old enough. And
no, if you was
ready.
a child, if you were a child, what age would you want to be told?
I don't know.
Because sometimes what we, I guess that's what y'all saying. Because sometimes, like, I was mentally ready early on just because of what I've been through, what I went through. So
yeah.
I would have wanted to know something like that early as hell. You know what I mean? When I was out there, you know, doing what I was doing. So yeah, that's kind of crazy, man. And you just missed that whole bonding and stuff. So naturally, you probably gonna be closer to the child that you had and not your opposite child because of that bonding time. Like, I remember at the hospital, Brino, I had our last child. We had she had a C-section and she wasn't able to hold him right away. So they told me, come here, you know, chest to chest. I had him. That's the only one I've done that to. And it seemed like when that happened, he was just super close to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we just kind of like stayed together like a lot. Like, I mean, when he was young, when he was a baby, I got a gang. I was just going through my picture. I'm like, we was always together, and maybe that could have been that. I mean, so it was like that's a real thing, that bonding time and stuff like that. So man, to know that you got robbed of that with your child is like crazy. So ain't no money gonna fix that.
Yeah, but I think it still will be a connection though, knowing that this is your child and it was sweet. Like it's an emotional connection that's gonna be there. Like you're gonna go through so many emotions, but it's still gonna be a connection.
Good thing is they found that at 5 years and not later, because just imagine the damage, the mental. I mean, you got to kind of get it. When somebody give you a child that didn't been through so many things, it's like it's hard. You can't reprogram a human. I mean, and all the things they didn't been through and stuff like that. You just got to help them figure it out and stuff like that. So crazy.
5 is still a good age.
Yeah. So that but all right, man. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all look at y'all kids and make sure they all look like y'all. That's what I'm saying.
Well, it's too late.
Yeah, they ain't gonna leave anyway. These
right, man. Because I know at least one of them not mine.
You stupid.
At least one.
At least one of them.
Oh my mind. We all got one big ear and one little ear. So and one of them.
Never noticed that. I'm gonna start paying attention.
Right. I'm gonna be looking at your house now. Like,
well, it ain't that noticeable.
It's gonna be noticeable now that you pointed it out.
It ain't that,
I'm like, is that one? That one a bigger one, huh?
Oh, you got a little leg and a big leg. I know your walk. I see your walk. No, I'm just playing.
Please.
Everybody got something wrong. I mean, whether y'all know it or not. Something that's awkward, something that's lopsided. Whether it's a lot of y'all women have one big boob and one little boob, or one little leg. I mean, one of y'all legs is shorter. One of y'all feet is shorter than the other. You know what I mean? Or y'all got long middle toes. The middle toe next to the big toe.
I ain't got none of that.
One longer. Something
Try
going
again.
On. There's something going on. You know what I mean? Kiana, your eyes are a little far apart. I'm just playing.
They are.
I'll just play. Nah, all right, man. Let's move it along, man. Saw this, man. I think people be kind of hard on our women, man. But we're gonna talk about it, man. So do you feel our culture and how we were raised makes our women harder to deal with than other women? Let me play it. I'll play the video to put it in context.
How do I feel about black women? And to answer that, the reason why I don't date them a lot of the times isn't necessarily because of the way that they look. It's because a lot of the behaviors that's championed in that community. Now, with that said, I've dated plenty of black girls before that were feminine and submissive and weren't a headache, but I've dated a lot. I've dealt with a lot that were headaches, and I've come to realize in that culture, unfortunately, it's championed to be strong and independent and not respect male authority in the black community, because a lot of them are fatherless, and since they're fatherless, they don't have that masculine authority to let them know, hey, you need to follow a man's lead. Women, a lot of the times from black communities, unfortunately, grew up in a single mother household where she tells them niggas ain't shit. Then she has a sister that says niggas ain't shit. The music perpetuate niggas ain't shit. And then what ends up happening is they grow up and then they don't have a general respect for men. And then they meet you, and then you get a lot of those toxic traits coming into you because they weren't naturally taught how to be a lady. They were very masculinized since birth, because they didn't have a man figure.
You're right. Wait, let me just tell them this. Let me just say this. You're absolutely right. Just really quick, you're right, because I did that, and you got to take self-accountability.
How do
I... Thoughts?
Well, number one, that dude he's something else, man. I don't... He a piece of work. It's even the clips, I don't watch the platform, but the clips just don't put him in. It don't put him in a good light for me. But of course, our culture, shapes all of us. It shapes all of us. So yes, the woman had to find their way to be independent and stuff like that. And a lot of women, didn't have the correct teachings on how to, I don't want to sound a certain way, but act, in a relationship or with the man. And that's just the truth. Like, so, being independent and not needing a man and not needing a nigga and I can do this on my own, you don't know how to treat, a man, or you guys don't clash because he's a real man and he know how to, his role as far as being in a relationship or a marriage, and y'all clashing because you don't want to listen.
Ladies. Hello.
Oh boy. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I don't agree. I agree to a certain extent, but as a Black woman, and I was raised in a house with a mother and a father, and then I was raised in a house with a mother and a stepfather. So I've had two positive male role models in my life, and I've seen how men are supposed to treat women. My father, my biological father, he believed that men should never put their hands on a woman, even as far as a father disciplining their daughter.
I agree.
And the same for my stepdad. So it's like I've seen both of them. I've seen good examples, and I'm not saying that they both were perfect. They did have their flaws. However, I know what a strong man looks like, and I'm not going to be submissive and allow myself to be led by someone who I'm not sure that they know where they're going. You're not going to lead me down just any path. If I know I'm supposed to go from A to Z, and I see that you want to go A, H, Q, then Z first, I'm not going to follow. I'm not going to submit. I'm going to make my own rules, and I'm going to do things my way. So, I don't know.
Okay, so this was a conversation recently between my wife and I. What do you consider is a leadership role from a man?
Okay, specifically what? You mean like in a household, like duties, like what?
A relationship, household, like if you're together and like you said, a man is presumed to be the leader. Mm-hmm. What do you consider he has,
He has to have the qualities, the maturity, the responsibility. I need to be able to sleep at night knowing that you're not out there tricking off my money, doing whatever it is you're doing, that you're making sure the bills are paid. I shouldn't have to worry about if, tomorrow the lights are going to get cut off, or if, I'm going to have a foreclosure notice, I'm going to be evicted. You should go to work Monday through Friday, be able and have the means and the wherewithal in you to take care of your family.
That's not a leadership role. But I understand. No, because
to me it is.
I get it. And yes, you're supposed to have the wherewithal and the ambition to take care of your family. I don't know if that's a leadership role because y'all both are going to be doing that anyway. So mm-hmm. It's not like you take the leadership role at this time and he takes the leadership role at this time. It's more of a solid foundation for me what a leadership role is supposed to be. A solid foundation. It's not like really making decisions on bills and stuff like that. It's about where you are mentally. You can come talk to me, and we can get our spirituality together. We can get our mental together. We can get our physical together. Stuff like that. Guiding the kids. Certain morals and standards. That's what leadership is. It's not like really bills and stuff like that.
For you, okay, but for you at that point in your life. Mm-hmm. For me, at this point in my life, the spirituality, the guiding the kids to being wherever they need to be, that's all done. Now, at this point, my life is focused and centered around me retiring and doing well, for my future. So I should, at this big age, you should already be grounded. So I know where I'm going, where I want to go, and where I've been. Mm-hmm. So I'm not looking. So a leadership role for me is not those things. Because at this age, if we're just now getting together meeting, we should already have those like goals already in common.
Yeah, but that's not always the case. And it's not saying that at this age, we're just now getting there. It's just a continuance of the stable foundation. The bills and payment and lights and all that stuff, that's coming and going. You can, finances come and go and all that shit. That's not really leadership. Cleaning up and shit like that, that's not really leadership.
Okay, so when I speak on that, I'm speaking more on responsibility, being mature, being responsible. Mm-hmm. I'm just using bills because that's just like the most common thing that you that you deal with. But right. I'm talking about just being mature and responsible, as a whole. Mm-hmm.
So if the person you can presume leadership because who you might end up being with, which you don't want to, I know you don't, but who you might end up being with might not be on the same level as you. So you can presume leadership, but you can't. So will you be with a dude that you can guide into being a leader?
No.
No. Okay.
You should, at this age, you should already be there. You should already have those qualities and already know those. You know.
I got you, but that everybody, everybody's, and that's your choice. You choose not to
Right,
deal with
that's
those
not the person for me.
Yeah.
That was a good little. A little back and forth. But basically, you say leadership. Of course, being able to provide is one of them. I think it's a few. It's more than just one quality in leadership. You know what I mean? I think that's what you probably trying to say, Kiana. Aside from just financial and providing this other things, I think both of y'all saying the same thing.
Yeah,
Y'all just
much.
saying different things. Yeah. It's just y'all kind of just paying.
No, it's the question arose because when you look at the internet and you look at certain platforms like that, they always ask these questions: what a woman wants and what are you bringing to the table type shit. And a lot of women don't really understand or can't communicate those ideas, but what most of them want is a man to be financially stable, which is cool. There's nothing wrong with that. Of course, you want your partner to be financially stable. Yes. But that's not, all leadership. That's not just because he's paying all the bills and taking care of everything while you're sitting your ass at home. What is he giving to you? And I'm not speaking to you, Kiana. I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, aside from that, I think it does be hard for them to kind of like explain outside of, what kind of man do women really want? Like, I mean, like when you say leadership, I think that is thrown out there, and it's just like, I feel like if you ask a man what kind of woman he want, we a little bit more. We know how to kind of break that down a little bit better than a lot of women do.
Right.
That's what I think what he's saying, like, because what
a
women
lot of
they kind of
things
go
is based on finances right now.
Right.
And there's
based
nothing
on
wrong
financial, it's like it goes to financial. Like sex is probably one of the last things we gonna mention, but women kind of like it goes finances. Then it's like be emotionally there, being able to communicate. Then sex, you got to be. It's like y'all kind of really like y'all a little shallow. I mean, y'all a little shallow. I mean, y'all kind of not all of them. To bring it back there, whispering. That's not true. I ain't saying all women. I'm just saying a lot. And then, granted, like on the line, they kind of put the dumbest people in front of these cameras sometimes.
Of course.
And I think it's to start conversations and stuff like that. It's just clickbait, and they know we gonna argue and all that in the comments and stuff like that. But
as far as the topic, like some women take the what's the word? Submit. They take submit and use it and understand it the wrong way when it's not really like, okay, you do everything that I tell you to do. I'm the one paying the bills, you do everything. And it's vice versa too. Like a man shouldn't have to subject himself to that type of submission if a woman is paying the bills at the time. You know what I'm saying? So, you take those words, those are trigger words to a lot of people. Submit.
Like Kay just mentioned in the comments, security. Like it's like kind of y'all have like these little words that y'all use, like provider and then security. It's like, but we kind of more descriptive, I'll say. We kind of go into details as far as like, I want a woman to love me. Like, I mean, I want somebody that most men want to be like unconditionally loved. We want to know that y'all really, really love us. Cause a lot of times we hear and we don't feel like the world kind of just, it's like we don't really have a purpose. It's like you're just supposed to do this, do that, and do that. And we get that softness from our woman. I mean, first you get it from your mom and then you need that from your woman. So we want to be, we want to know that love is unconditional. We don't feel judged. We feel a safe space. We want to know that y'all gonna, y'all really taking care of our family. Like they say, the house is a home. The woman makes the house a home. Yeah. I want to feel that softness when I walk in that door, that my woman makes me feel that way. Even if she's not home, my house is not home until my wife walks in here. As a mother with my kids, to raise my kids, to know that if I left here today, everything is going to be taken care of. I ain't got to worry about nothing. It's those little, it's some certain little things like that. You know what I mean? I would never like, it ain't about, she don't have to provide nothing. She don't have to, I mean, that's what I'm saying. You're not hearing security, provide, leadership. I don't need those things. I just need, because I'm gonna give you all, I'm gonna do, you know, and I know we have different roles and stuff too. So, but it's just it's more about, you know, the love, you know.
Yeah.
Love me and my family. Make this house a home. Love us unconditionally. You have that power. You know what I mean? We need you. We need you to nurture us and give us that love that only a woman could give.
We bouncing off of each other. You know, you're
Right.
nurturing. I give mental stability to some people, and once again, not to you, Kiana, but I don't. Whatever I go through, as far as finances or whatever, even and as far as a man, I might go through some mental stuff. You still can't tell me I'm not a man. I'm still not walking around not taking care of my family. I don't care who you are. If I'm not supposed to be with you, then fuck it. I ain't supposed to be with you. But I'm still gonna move the way I feel, you know, a man is supposed to move inside the leadership role.
I agree with that.
Yeah, we're not jumping you or nothing. We just.
I don't feel
because Keisha, she's scared.
You know, y'all don't scare me. I'm a thug.
That's
right.
Bring it to my because she get on here. Wait, the subject is over. We moving along.
Don't do her like that. Let her speak.
Move it along.
Let's go, Brina. Let's see what you got to say.
Let her chime in.
Or you can come sit right over here where the mic can hear you. I thought I said it for us. I'm just playing.
You spoke for men, not her as a woman.
Nah, I'm just playing. But Keisha, you want to comment on this? You left Kiana in the water by herself.
I didn't leave her. I was letting her get her, and then they start having a back and forth. So I just stepped back. But at the end of the day, what was the question? Because they were talking about a lot.
What was the question?
Yes, what was the initial question?
The initial. What about everything? We got, okay.
do our culture and the way we were raised make it hard for us to deal with women, or something like that?
Yeah.
I think I was what she said to a degree. Yeah, to a degree, because if you are raised, you know, by a single parent household, primarily the mother, you know, they kind of do have that, you know, be independent, you know, or whatever. You know, I was initially raised by a 2-parent household, and it became a single parent household. So I got the gist of both, you know. So, but yeah, when you become one in a single parent household, that is the motto that's preached to, you know, don't depend on no man. I'm gonna say man. I was gonna say person. You know, to be, you know, dependent, sufficient yourself, all that, so on and so forth, and that can, you know, deter your thought process about, you know, how to have a relationship with a man because of that, you know. But it's also your perspective. But, you know, I'm optimistic. I like to think outside the box. So I, you know, wanted that for my kids, you know, to have a 2-parent household. Of course, unfortunately, it didn't work in that aspect. But I think I know how to play my role. You know, like being submissive is not just, you know, doing everything they say. You know, it's about, you know, following they lead. And then being a leader, you know, I think y'all were talking about that. That's what y'all talking about. Y'all started diving into a little bit of everything. Is, you know, being able to show me that, you know, you have control of everything. You know, of course, stability is always a thing for us, because who wants to be, you know, put out or without, you know, whatever, you know, so you want to be able to rely on that person for those things. But at the same time, you know, you just, you know, want somebody to love you, to care for you, and to be there and supportive of whatever you guys, you know, going through at the end of the day, you know. So it's much more about finances for me, you know. Of course, you know, like, because we both working, Somebody said something. Oh, I heard something in the back. But anyway, it's much more about finances. Of course, that's a big factor in any relationship, because that's why most people get divorces and stuff like that, because of finances. And of course, the other thing would be, you know, whatever it be. But that's one of the primary reasons, is because of that. So that's the main thing most women are saying. And security is not necessarily financial. Is, for me, being safe. You know, that I can trust you and know that you taking the lead and you got me like I got you. You know, like Alan was saying, you know, be able to bounce off each other. Like if I'm going through something emotionally, you're there and know how to comfort me and support me and all of that type of stuff. Some men don't know how to, embrace, their woman when they're going through stuff, and they kind of just like, give them space and let them deal with it on their own versus being there for them and then helping them and know that I'm here for you, whatever you need, and assist you or take a little load off of you, because you're going through whatever you're going through and vice versa, so it's much more, it's a whole lot, so yeah.
Do you think how do y'all feel when y'all hear that, like that narrative, like black women are hard to deal with, stuff like that, or
I mean, I get it because of what they put out here on social media. They make it like we're all like that, which is not the case, and then most of the ones that they putting on here is the ones that's getting bad feedback. It's just like the more ignorant ones, like just like the news, they always go catch the one that's gonna say the weirdest things, and that represents all of us as a whole. And it's just like, why they get the most, they don't ever get somebody that's, well spoken or, they have class or, like whatever, or look the part. They get the most ghetto person to, respond and, oh, I wouldn't do this. And, it's just like, that's not how everybody thinks. Same thing with the dating thing. They got these lists. Just a whole bunch. It's just like, they just, make it bad or look bad for all of us. And that's not the case.
A lot of time they catch these people coming out the club or on spring break
Mm-hmm.
and drinking. So it's like that you can catch a woman that has a different opinion when she's sober, but you catch her in that club, coming out of that club when she's full of liquor. Anybody could say, I might say some bullshit on camera, like, you know what I mean, if you catch me, you know what I mean? So
and with that, with platforms like that, specifically him, all they want to do is talk over the women. And then once you have a woman that actually knows what she wants and says what she feels, what he do? He kick them out. He over talk. He start calling them out their name, and then he kick them out. So a lot of these men can't even deal with somebody that can challenge them on their beliefs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Okay, I just want to I'm for me just my opinion. I don't like when people generalize anybody. Especially our people and stuff like that. I don't like none of those narratives and stuff like that. But it's just wanted to get your opinion on it. Let's talk about this. Let me move this off your face, Kira. Do women truly prefer bad boys? Do women truly prefer bad boys? And if so, why?
Kiana.
You smiling already.
You like, huh? Who said so?
Because a lot of times.
Yes and no.
Huh?
Yes and no.
A lot of times I feel like, especially younger women, they kind of have that. Y'all want to get this. Maybe y'all have a certain image in y'all brain, or y'all want a certain thing, and then it's like you get this certain person, and then y'all expect them to come with everything else. Y'all want the softness too. Y'all want the bad boy, but then y'all want the softness out of y'all. Think y'all gonna make them soft, and it's just like you got to make up your mind. I mean, then you end up having a baby by this so-called bad boy. Now he ain't around because he was a bad boy, which you knew he was a bad boy because that's what you was turned on to, and this becomes a cycle. Now this bad boy ain't in your life raising his kids. Now you didn't have a son that's a bad boy, and now you're online talking about black men this and black men that, and you raising the black men from a so-called bad boy. I'm just saying. I know that went along. I'm just saying, but sometimes, not all, but sometimes it could be a cycle.
Yeah. It coincides with each other. Like it's infatuation. The girl is infatuated with the young man. The young man is infatuated with a lifestyle, and he believes that lifestyle is an attraction for the girls. So a lot of for the wrong reasons, and it's just it's a vicious cycle. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And the working man, we looked at like the square and the knot. So I mean, but it's just
What's his name? Wale said it best. Bad boys ain't no good. Good girls ain't no fun. Same thing. It's like it's the excitement at the moment, and that's why it's like when you're younger, you might think that that's cool, because they're doing stuff, and it's like if you're the opposite, it's like, oh, that's fun, that's cool, whatever. But as you age, of course, that's not really what it is. And so when you're younger, I think that is true. As you older, no.
Let me be square. I don't care. Let me be square.
But I
I've
wonder
been a
why.
square my whole life, so I don't care.
So for the men, we look at most men want good girls.
Nah, y'all want to
Really?
marry a good girl, but
Yeah,
y'all go out there with
want
them
y'all
bad
don't want
girls, or y'all gonna smash them.
No, we
I
want.
want a good girl.
I think the thing with us is we want a good girl. I just want my good girl to be bad for me. You know what I mean? So it's just like y'all want a bad boy. Y'all want him to be good for y'all. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I want to I think I don't know. It's more, I want my woman to be good. You know what I mean? Most men do want to.
Yeah, your woman. That's the key word. Your woman.
Was that always the case? Was that always the case?
Yeah, I never wanted a bad girl or that. I mean, now you could look. I mean, we might.
That's
men,
yeah. You
men
want
gonna
to
look at everything, but we don't. You guys actually want
and
to pursue
smash
the bad
them.
boys.
Y'all smash the baddies or whatever. You know what I mean?
So
that's what it is.
I don't have the patience to deal with the so-called bad girl.
Now, as today, I don't know about younger.
I'm talking about attitude, not baddies. Like baddies.
When you were younger,
yeah, even then, I didn't have the patience for that. I don't like that. For real.
Right? Who want to be arguing and doing all that? And you know what I mean? No,
I said smash. I didn't say marry. I didn't say be in a relationship with.
Once I see how this shit gonna be, all right, next. Get up out of here.
Exactly. That's all it was.
But I'm saying most men, what I'm trying to tell you guys is most men from the time we was younger, we always wanted good girls. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. We've always wanted good girls. I'm not saying some won't smash a girl that's from the hood or something like that, but I'm saying the one you want, the one you're chasing, she was always the good girl. You know what I mean? That's just how men are. You guys are kind of the opposite.
Yeah.
And
I mean, to a degree, I agree to disagree because, like I said, when you're younger, and you a square like me, you probably thought that was cool. Oh, you don't do shit. You around some stuff. It's like, oh, as you age, it's like, oh no, I can't be around this. I'm scared. But yeah.
Jordan said I dated a gangster girl once. She used to carry a gun. I was scared, or very scared.
I feel you, Jordan. Whatever he said. But yeah, it's like it's cool, when you're young. It's like, ooh.
Hold on. You didn't even hear what he said because that laugh was unnecessary. I feel you, Jordan. Whatever he was
scared. He was scared. I just said that. Like, yeah, it's not as scary as you get older because the lifestyle is not it.
Oh boy, picking up Megan Good, that laugh. All right. My woman laughed like that. Like, ooh, whatever he said. Whatever he said is crazy.
Whatever. I don't have to report to nobody, so I can laugh how I want.
You sure can.
You sure can. That's right.
All right, man. Let me go. Y'all keep talking. I forgot I didn't even get my next video ready, man.
Yeah, but I think that's always been a thing for me. As far as I can remember, I just never had the patience for that type of woman that's always want to be combative and just want to challenge you on everything or want to act tough. Because I asked that question before. Because the tough, act tough, be victim at the same time, which don't work for me.
And I think that's what we mean by we mean the girls that just want to argue, fight, confrontation, or don't live. That's what we mean by bad girls.
I'm thinking baddies because nowadays a baddie is
that's a new word.
The beat. Well,
we talking about bad boys. I ain't talking about no baddie and no bad boy. I'm talking about.
Excuse me.
Behavior. We talking about behavior and stuff like that, personality and all that, characteristics, and you know what I mean.
So you mean like like he's saying against the girl or something? Okay. Well,
I guess she ain't gotta be gangster. She she argumentative. She don't. I mean, she wanna, one of those that just,
yeah, I don't like arguing. I ain't got the patience to argue.
Yeah, she just, want to do what she want. I ain't got time to be doing that and fighting and arguing and doing all that. Just loud. Those type. Kiana, how she was when she was young. I mean,
you see that? He said you. Lord help him.
I'm just playing. I know Okay. Next topic. Does the sassy narrative come from more men working on their healing and expressing themselves emotionally? Because that's the narrative right now, and I do feel like more men are kind of Oh, okay. More men are thirsty anyway. I was thirsty.
Y'all holding up teams and stuff.
More men are starting to get in tune with themselves. They're getting therapy and stuff like that. You see a lot of these podcasts. More men are fellowshipping. They're speaking on how they feel and stuff like that, and it's kind of coming across the way. I don't think women ever seen men be so vocal and so expressive and being able to communicate how they feel, their emotions, what they want, what they're requiring, and stuff like that. And it's coming across like, hold on, that's what we was doing. That's what we do, and that's what we're supposed to do. I'm just saying that's the thing. Let me play this video. This woman, she made some points on here. Hold on, let me take that down. Oh, okay.
Y'all haven't noticed these men are becoming more healed by the day, by the workout, by the prayer, by the meditation, by the detox, by the decreasing toxic relationships. They are becoming more honest about their shit that they need to heal from. And they're doing it with a smile on their face, with pride in their head up, and with no shame. Ugh, that is so attractive. And becoming more in tune with themselves. These men are tapping into their higher power. These men are realizing their worth and their value. So ladies, they not taking your shit. Okay? Just because you got a man already, don't think you safe. Because if you're not doing the same type of internal work to match his frequency, oh, believe me, honey, one of us good ones gonna take him.
Oh, I didn't watch the whole video. I didn't watch the whole video.
She turned savage at the end.
All right.
I agree 1,000%.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
So y'all don't have an issue with a man being more emotional.
But that's what we've always wanted.
Exactly. I was just gonna say that.
Okay.
A lot of women said they want these things, and it's just like now it's coming across a certain
the
way.
The ones that are not mentally there are the ones calling these men sassy because they don't know how to communicate well, so they calling them sassy because you know your worth and you're not tolerating the shenanigans anymore. But at the end of the day, like that's what we've been wanting, so we think, you know how many relationships would still be together if that was the case, if men were been doing that instead of like withdrawn or isolating themselves or being aggressive because they didn't know how to communicate. Like, man, I'm trying to tell you.
So that's one thing. I mean, when a woman say that, or things I've seen on the internet. So what happens when she's met, with aggression? Like she's like, "Why you all soft and shit?" And then if a nigga be like, "Shut up, bitch," then what she, what I'm saying? Then what she gonna be like? Oh, now
wait,
you and your feelings. You and your feelings now you defensive and stuff like that. But I'm trying to come at you a certain way, and you calling me soft, you calling me sassy, and all this other shit. So I gotta call you out your name for us to get on some type of level playing field. It's just weird.
Maybe I don't know what sassy mean because I don't consider that being sassy at all. Sassy is the men that paint their fingernails and want to get women's stuff back and forth, arguing and all that, with the women characteristics.
Right.
Well, a lot of women are complaining about men being too sensitive nowadays. Are they too? You know what I mean? Let me play this video real quick. This girl, I didn't even watch this.
That's why I don't like men who know their worth. Like, I hate y'all. I hate men who know their worth. They be like, I don't gotta deal with girls. I know my worth. I got my worth. For men was just like dinner and, but now y'all want to be like having real deep conversations and y'all want to be like asking out what you do. Oh, I do. Trying to cut this off. Like, no, I don't got time for the drama. Or you toxic. I hate when they say to me, you toxic. So what's up? What you doing tomorrow? Who teaching you all that shit? For real, who teaching you all that shit?
Teaching us what?
Y'all worth. I don't like that. That's
right.
And look how she's talking, and that's the ones that don't like the men and calling them sassy. Come on now.
But that's a, and I know it's fake. I mean, it's the internet. The internet,
she probably dead ass serious.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of people that she's hanging with that may feel that way, or you know what I mean. I don't know. It's just some people don't know how to understand and emotionally intelligent man. They're not ready for that. They're not ready for us to be in tune with ourselves. And I think we, like me and the homies, we talk about stuff. We have group chats and we discuss things we going through and stuff, things that we didn't do before. You know what I mean? We're having these talks amongst ourselves that, like, you know what I mean? So it's like we're really trying to fix shit that's going on with us. We understand when we fucked up and we're acknowledging it. Like, damn, I'm going through this. I mean, I'm going through something right now and I'm trying to figure out what it is. Before we wasn't doing those things. I mean, so you know
we
what I mean?
buried it. We buried it for so long. Yeah, we buried our feelings. We buried our emotions for so long. We didn't want to talk to nobody. We didn't want to give so much information to certain people. And now we finally realize it's best to get it out. And hopefully you have that person that you can, trade energy with, to get it out. And nobody is, calling you out your name and stuff like that. So that young lady, she's there right now in her life, but she could use a strong leadership.
I think also with y'all men, that the reason why y'all are starting to, do that is y'all breaking a cycle, which is a great thing, because a lot of y'all men, like, same thing with the upbringing, like with us women, y'all taught not to cry, that's soft, and all of that type of stuff. So y'all were taught to hold everything in and not kind of express it. So y'all wasn't really taught how to deal with emotions, because y'all was, get called out or probably get in trouble. Shut up before I give you something to cry for, or, so on and so forth. I seen it, with my brother and stuff. So I get it. So, it's great that y'all are doing that, and it's just like, I've been realized that, like a lot of men and stuff, that's, psychology, when I was in school, you learn a lot, and it's just like, it's a wonderful thing to see that you guys are transforming. I hope a lot of other men does the same thing, because it'd be beneficial. You will see a lot more relationship lasting if both people are on the same sequence, like they said.
Truth is, we felt the same way. A lot of men felt the same way. Oh, you sensitive because you expressing yourself. Oh, you acting like a bitch because you expressing yourself. Now that we're not taking that in and we're expressing ourselves, we get defensive because a woman is saying it.
Yeah.
It's a learned behavior, man. But we figuring it out, getting better. But yeah, I think if everybody do the healing, if we all do it, it's gonna make us better as a culture. Like, man, so this is what you want, y'all men, or the black men to do. This is what we're gonna be better men for y'all in the long run, and we teaching our kids better than what we learned, and ultimately, and our daughters, and we gonna, you know what I mean? So, we gonna. I think it's gonna be beneficial to all of us. Yeah, men and women, like Brenda said. So, yeah, man, we just gotta stop letting social media, tear us apart and shit like that with all these things. But is sex still mandatory during pregnancy? Don't pay attention on this mandatory. Let me erase that. Is sex still a requirement while you're pregnant? Is sex still required? Hold on. Let me. I got a video too. I'm gonna let y'all think on it.
My pussy hole? You're fucking crazy. Got me pregnant. I gotta sit down and carry this child. You really don't understand the changes that women go through when having a baby. And I'm getting emotional saying that. So it's like you expected sex that's mandatory. No, I'm not done. I'm not done. You thinking it's mandatory when someone's bearing a child to provide sex for somebody, and I'm about to push your child out my pussy hole? You're fucking crazy.
So question. I no longer want to support you while you're pregnant because you're not providing me what I want.
Okay, so then I'm gonna go kill your baby. Oh,
that's
you want to say out of pocket shit? Who does that? You don't want to support
right now.
No, you don't want to support me.
You don't want to keep him happy.
I'm not in the mental space to do so. So why can't
if that happens,
I wasn't done with my question.
Yes, that's a problem.
You don't know my question.
Your point.
Am I a robot? A sex toy?
Okay.
Damn.
They got passionate right there.
Both for ignorant.
Right. Yeah. I don't. Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
And I beg to ask him if he had any kids, and if he do, was he with the mother of his children during pregnancy? Because that's not an easy time. And for you to say, mandatory, and then throw some dumb shit out there like, okay, I'm gonna go fuck with somebody else because you ain't doing it. Like, come on, bro.
Right. Yeah. Y'all not tapping in on this lady?
No, I'm too
mandatory.
old to that, so
I can't say mandatory because your body and everything is going through different changes and stuff. So I think he have to be understanding to, what she's going through and, just kind of cope with the situation at hand. But
for 9 months,
after, not the whole time. I think everybody's body is different. So I don't think the whole time you not want to do that. So I know I wasn't.
In the beginning.
In the first trimester, you kind of sick, or everybody's different. Some people don't get sick or have symptoms and stuff. So it's like you kind of like, whatever, sick and not feeling a lot of stuff.
I think these be hypothetical things. Like anytime you
get
give
in the car.
Anytime you give out, you say it like that, mandatory, or you should be giving. It's gonna come across a certain way. I think naturally most women, you still have sex while you pregnant, like, you know what I mean? So it's like some of these hypothetical things kind of turn us against each other just for debate's sake. But
I mean, and her mouth still works.
Yeah.
It's real.
Right. Yeah, her.
Wait, I missed it. What happened?
Hey, salute to you.
Your mouth still working if he's talking to you like that? If his emotions and the way he's talking is like that, you still about to give him all of that? Not getting nothing. You don't have no understanding.
Can y'all hear her?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, I can hear her. She sound a little far, but yeah.
But that's true. If somebody's
I don't think anytime she's basically asking if he's saying it like that or he kind of aggressive like that.
Not with him. Oh hell no, he's never getting it again. Even after the baby
right.
I'm talking about in a real relationship, a loving, caring situation. Yes, most definitely. We're gonna figure some things out. Yeah, for sure. You can have my ear made worse.
Y'all be. But but I think anytime you put those mandatory things, and if you when you say it like that, you're gonna go do what you want to do anyway. If that's what you want to do.
I mean, yeah.
Right. So even if they gave it up, she's still gonna probably step out anyway.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. Should we? Alan. So that video you sent me with this question, you want me to play the video? Should we expect people with a platform to be a role model?
I mean, you can. Yeah, just to give. I mean, that was the question that came to my mind when I seen that. It don't, but you can play it, yeah.
All right. Where am I? It's hopefully they don't flag us because this is on YouTube.
Bullet wounds and shit. The cellulite.
Don't fucking point at me.
Tokyo.
Motherfucker, this is varicose veins and cellulite over here.
You know what it looked like to me? It looked like chocolate cottage cheese over there.
You give me vibes. You done had the daughter, now you trying to get at the mama. That shit ain't
Hold
right,
on,
dog.
y'all. Let's
you ain't got it like that. Respect these aunties over here, nephew.
He all right, though.
Nah.
Shit, sometimes we need a little push up.
No, but you be done had a
Hey,
heart
but you know
attack
what?
over
I'm
here.
gonna tell you
This
something.
too much for you,
and I ain't never told nobody mama this about their kid in my life, but today gonna be the night.
Do it. I'm listening.
Your daughter ain't no slouch down there.
Oh.
She ain't no slouch, huh?
She shouldn't be.
She getting in.
She shouldn't be.
Oh, that thing good or something?
No, I wasn't talking about that. I'm talking about the two-hand twist.
Me too.
Oh, whoa, what the?
What, cracking the pepper?
Oh.
Okay, so gang, we want to know.
I'll tell you right now,
this
this motherfucking show this gonna be all right.
The people want to know, gang. Put your pussy.
He the first man to see
Put
me
your
since
pussy out.
another man in 22 years.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, that happened.
So this is a fairly new show, I guess, because I know what's her name? Rick Ross's baby mama started getting a lot of light now.
Yeah.
And yeah. So yeah, man, it's like they just giving anybody a show, anybody a platform, all for entertainment. It's like come on, man. And then I get it, entertainment, but it's like, and this is what I mean by game, like, he just be doing some weird shit. Like come on, bro. You talking to somebody's mama.
Random. And you gonna tell her about your daughter's and then it's like, why you gotta tell everybody who you slept with? Like, it's like, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. He does that.
Right.
Out of
Even when
nowhere.
he was cool with Kanye, he just kept tell him, oh, I slept with Keanu. Like, why you got to keep doing that, bro? Like,
out of nowhere, he just be in regular conversation. Oh yeah, I had this. Like, all right, bro, all right.
Yeah, he goofy, man. He goofy.
But the point is, it's like you see what type of platform that's about to be, and it's like when we were talking about the culture a few topics ago and how it's shaping our women. This is about to be shaping these little girls because guess who's going to be tuning in, and they thinking all this shit is okay.
Yeah, they think this is what the reality is supposed to be when it's really just for entertainment. Some of this shit is scripted. Some of it is, a little bit script, whatever, for, the extra hype or whatever. But yeah, it's all for entertainment. But, if you don't have these conversations with your kids and stuff and let them know real life, this is all TV for entertainment, then yeah. It creates this false facade in their mind that this is what they're supposed to do. And that's why they have, it's kids at school that, have pretty skin in high school, dark school. You go to to the games, the cheer games, and they got a full face of makeup, lashes. It's like y'all like are beautiful naturally. Why do you have all that on? But because they see this and it's what they think it's supposed to be, or, their parents are doing it. So it's just, I'm not my daughter doing all that. Like, you how you are, you're pretty naturally, nails and stuff, that's cool, but the whole foundation and all, like, why? I don't understand. It's crazy.
Yeah, but that's why I asked that question, because it's like how much, even though it might not matter to them, but they have to be held accountable for, for their actions and what they're putting out there. They have to be. And we should have some type of way to not support that shit.
That's been all over social media, man. Them that low show and stuff. Because people like messiness, people gonna tune in, and that's just what it is. Hopefully,
the views.
The younger kids, hopefully they ain't watching that because they a little older. But those just has-beens trying to get a little money. I mean, hey, shit. People like messiness. That's how you gonna get your money. We have a choice not to watch it. You know what I mean? It just sucks that it's coming across our timeline. But hey. All right, man.
Take away all the good shows, like the Cosby Show, First Prince, all the stuff. That was all family oriented. They take all that stuff off and put all this book.
All this nonsense.
Okay, I gotta. We gonna end, man. I got 2 questions. Take 2 questions. Y'all let me know what would y'all do in these situations. The house is burning. You can only take 2. What are we doing?
I'm taking the money and my kid.
So you take okay, 3 and 4. So babe, mother-in-law, and dog is gone. Cool. Oh, so you don't give a damn about that.
That's mine all right now, so I ain't got to worry about that.
No, okay, so no, because this is only easy because y'all not married.
If my house was burning down right now, there's no number 1 or number 2 in my house. It's only 3, 4, 5.
But we talking hypothetically. If you was married, you know what I mean, and you had a
dog.
I
don't know. We have to know how, the feeling and that, all of that, the feelings will be different. My mindset will be different. So I can't hypothetical nothing right now. I'm going off what it is.
You don't got 20 minutes either. Y'all hypothetically in the shit out of that.
You said answer the question to eliminate off of this thing. I can eliminate what don't apply to me, so that's not a hypothetical.
Okay.
I might not got 20, but you know what I mean.
So I can answer this. I ain't got 4 or 5. My 5 is at mom's house, so I'm good. But I can take 3. I'm good enough to get 3 out, so I'm good.
You only could take 2.
I'm getting 1, 2, and 3.
You gotta take.
I'm
you said 3 or 2. He said 2.
The house is burning. Take 2. Oh, mom's in law. I'm just.
Right. I love you.
I'll take my 20 million. We can have a nice funeral.
I love you, mom.
I'm gonna die trying, bro. I'm
gonna
They gonna drop and roll like she in there.
Right.
All right. Okay. One more, man. One more. Take 2. You can only pick 2. 1, 2, 3, or 4. What y'all taking?
You only can pick 2?
Yeah.
How old am I? Let me see.
60.
I can't see it because I'm on my phone, so
Y'all can't see that?
nothing.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
so
driving,
it
but I
says
can't see now.
it says you can only pick 2. Number 1, retire at 40. Number 2, no bills. Number 3, 25K a month for life. Number 4, 800 credit score.
I'm taking 3 and 4.
Yeah, exactly. I think 3 and 4
I
is
can
the
use
best.
that 25K
Exactly.
to pay for the loan that I'm getting with that 800 credit score to pay off all them bills.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. I can retire at 41.
Right.
I might take 1 and 3. I might
I'm
take
44,
1 and 3.
so it's too late.
I might take 1 and 3. So let me retire and get this 25K a month. Oh no, I'm gonna take 2 and 3. 25K a month, no bills. At that point, I'm gonna get 800. I'm gonna get there quick. I mean, and I'm gonna be retiring too, because what I need to work for if I don't got no bills.
But you just said you picked 3. You said we're gonna pick 2.
No, I'm gonna pick 2 and
He
3.
said 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
2 and 3, no bills and 25K a month. That 4 is I'm gonna get there. We're gonna be there in no time. You know what I mean? And I'm definitely gonna be at 1 also, because 25K a month for life, shit with no bills. You know what I mean? I'm good. You know what I mean?
You ain't going well. More money, more problems. You can't create bills if you're not, managing your shit right. But
it said no bills. That means for life.
Yeah,
I ain't creating nothing.
Yeah, but 25K a month for life, you probably can fuck up and you know what I'm saying, and get back on your feet.
You
don't think so?
I can fuck up 25K a month
for life? Yeah.
How?
No, what I'm saying is you can fuck up and get back on your feet.
If you in the event you do fuck up, you have that 25K to get
right. That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
So
and
that's
no
why
bills.
That's why I'm taking 3 and 4.
Okay. Now I get it, but yeah. But with 3, you can get to 4. You don't got, I mean, like,
Yeah, but with 3 and 4, you can get to 2.
4 is 800 credit. No, 800 credit score.
I want to start off on top. Okay.
All right. Yeah. I mean, it ain't really no wrong answers. I mean, it just depends on how you want to get there,
Mm-hmm.
It is wrong answers because who's going to pick 1 and 2?
Yeah. Well, I mean, some people though they minimize. They don't really need a lot. I mean, they could be satisfied. They might have a little apartment. I mean, and be satisfied with that.
I'm not a minimalist at all.
Right. But some people want to retire and go live in a little house somewhere, a small house or a little shack or a little trailer. I mean, and be good.
Yeah, like 50 Cent said, some people with less are more happier than people with more. Just don't based on how you live.
I need something to do all day. I'm gonna go prostitute.
25K a month. You should have something to do.
Go travel. Pick up a hobby.
If you ain't in jail, it's always something to do. You know what I mean? You can find something to do. And you could build kind of other businesses and stuff.
Go help people, less fortunate.
Go volunteer somewhere. Volunteer at a school.
I ain't thought about none of that.
I ain't
thought about none of that.
He said, wait, what? That's work. There, she said, that's work. I ain't trying to work.
Let me see what the
change the world.
Keisha?
Huh? I picked 2 and 3 like you. Shit, I'm already in like the 7, so I ain't tripping off the 800. I ain't far from it. And then 2 and what was 2? The retired? No, not retired. It was no bills. Bills. If you don't have bills, you can enjoy your money how you want to. The credit score is far from it in reality.
Wait, do I gotta pay taxes on that 25,000?
Right. Well, we ain't putting stipulations on it. It just say 25K. Yeah. So you get 25K, even if I got 20K a month, shit, still okay. Shit, that's money that I don't have to pay every month. Shit, that's life right there. Shit, I'm gonna find something to do.
You could be investing. You could invest a lot of that.
Yeah.
Strip club.
Hey,
brothel.
Hey, Jordan said he picked 4 and 4.
Okay, right. That works.
I picked 4 and 4. I didn't say double up on the numbers.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely could get money off that, but shoot.
If I had to pick 2 and 3, like no bills, Shit.
Nah, we
Eliminate
all
mine now. Where the
we all gonna
genie
be
at with
rich,
my
man.
3 wishes?
We all gonna be rich and stop working. You know what I mean? But nah, man, I appreciate
Sooner
y'all really
than
for tapping
later.
in. I hit y'all up because I needed y'all. You know, me and Alan had to hold it down.
We're gonna shout out. We're gonna
shout
shout out. Oh,
right.
You know, hopefully, mom's is doing all right. She had an accident today, so prayers up for her.
Right.
Who's mom?
Omari's mom.
Oh wow.
So that's why he had to go see about her. That's why he's not on here. Salute to everybody else, man. Happy birthday, Kiera. My niece, her birthday was yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, man. I appreciate everybody that tuned in today, that I hit up and was able to tune in, or even if you couldn't, I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all too for jumping on, supporting, man. I thank y'all. Thank y'all. When I be hitting y'all up, y'all be there. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Brina. She in the back supporting too. You know what I mean? Alan, man, yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, Bree, tell her I ain't forget about you. We gonna set up our little shindig. You know, at
yeah, y'all did on your own time.
Lost
One thing for sure,
I really can't wait till we sit down, bro. Like that's when the stories. I've been saving a lot of stories. It's a lot of stuff that I'm not saying. So a lot of personal stories and not too much detail, but a lot of stuff we can start talking about.
It's one story, bro, you told a long time ago. I don't even know if we could mention it online, but I gotta bring it up to you and ask you about that again. Would y'all ladies ever come on sit down with us when we do the sit down podcast?
You gonna have food?
Yeah.
That you know that's my question every time.
We'll feed y'all before. Nah, we'll feed y'all after. We'll feed y'all after.
Oh hell no.
Nah, because we don't want y'all full and
you gotta do the work first. Yeah, you gotta do the work first.
Yeah. I appreciate y'all, everybody in chat, Jordan, Kay, everybody that Drayton, everybody that's watching, man. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Again, it's been One Thing episode 24. One Thing for sure episode 24. See y'all next week, man.
Later.
All right.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.